Hello, welcome everyone. Hello, Mars. It's nice to see you here. Normally don't see you around here, so it's really nice to see you. How have you been? And everyone else who may be lurking and unaccounted for by Twitch. I hope we can make it through the next chapter of Steins, but I'm not gonna count on it. I don't remember what chapter we're on. I think chapter 5? Yeah, chapter 5. Dog one event horizon. Oh my. My goal is definitely to try to get to the end of it, but I definitely don't expect it because the chapters are always longer than I anticipate them being somehow. Have I really already played 22 hours of Steins Gate? Holy shit. Work schedule is different for me. Different right now, so I am free on weekends currently. Oh, nice! That leaves you pretty open to watch my streams then, since I stream most of the weekend. Only non-weekend days are Friday and... No, Thursday, Friday, and Monday. But, like, Friday sometimes does count as weekend, so... But it's nice to see you around. But, chapter 5. 22 hours in. Immediately spaces out instead of reading. Oh boy. Promising start. I open my eyes to a deep scarlet sky. I'm on my back, lying face up. The sky is vast and the color ominous. I've never seen it like this before. Where am I? I sit up. And there's nothing here. Holy shit, there really is nothing there. Huh. A wasteland stretches to the horizon. Nothing but rocks and dust as far as the eye can see. No plants, no water. No sun, no moon. No warmth, no cold. Not a single breath of wind. It looks like hell. A frozen world. It can't be Earth. Mars. I could believe. They came mentioned you, Mars. Wow. Why am I here? This must be a dream. I give up thinking about it and lie down again on the sand. I guess I'll wake up soon. I should just wait until then. Anyway, but the dream shows no signs of ending. Have I ever had a dream this lucid before? Yes, cameo. You showed up just in time for your cameo in game. Like, literally, Mars has never been mentioned in game before now. So that's really funny. There's a terrible ringing in my ears that keeps me awake. I realize that's the sound of silence. My belongings are gone. I have no watch, no phone. Trying to load you on my PC so the delay isn't as long. That's fair though. It really do be that way. Mobile lag has, like, spacing out. No remorse. There we go. The lack of motion numbs my sense of time. How long have I been lying here? It might have been only a second. It might have been 3 days. An epiphany. The concept of time is a human construct. The universe at large has no use for it. Time is a cage that we created to feel secure. Within its walls, we can forget our own insignificance. I'm thirsty. It hurts to breathe. This void is no place for a human. We're not strong enough to live in a world without time. Tears fill my eyes. What do they mean? I no longer know. I want to die. Yes, let's die. But what is death? To be frozen in time? Time stopped for me long ago. How can I die in a world that is already dead? Everything inside me is crumbling away. Who am I? I can barely recall. My soul is melting into the void. Is someone there? Anyone? Something moves in the corner of my eye. Impossible. I try to move my eyes, but I've forgotten how. Found you, Ocarine. A pleasant voice silenced the buzzing in my ears. It reminds me of who I am, Okabe Rintaro. This time, my eyes move. And there's a girl sitting on a nearby rock. I recognize her. My frozen brain comes alive. Her presence breathes new life into this dead world. Mayuri? My brain is still half asleep and I cannot speak. It's Mayuri. Shina Mayuri, my oldest friend. She smiles at me, swinging her legs. This is the Earth, you know. 70 million years ago. Some scary people sent you here in a time machine. This is a dream, right? Mayashi went looking for you and found ocarines from many, many world lines. What is this? You're one of many ocarines, and also the original. Mayashi is one of many Mayushis, and also the original. And now, Ocarina and Mayashi are going to die here. Well then. This is a dream, right, Mayuri? But I know that another Ocarina and Mayashi will pick up where we left off 70 million years in the future. So, everything's A-okay. This is a dream. Gah. I jerk awake on top of the sofa. My body is drenched in sweat. It was a dream. I must have fallen asleep sometime around noon. What a horrible nightmare. I guess that threatening email I got is still weighing on my mind. Still, Mayuri had to save me? Even in a dream, that's unacceptable. I'm the one who saves her. That's the way it should be. Besides, Mayuri's not smart enough to talk about time travel like that. I sit up and look around the room. She's right where I expect to find her. In front of the TV, watching a Rainet Kakeru DVD. On the screen, the Upa riding Kakeru's shoulder is screaming something unintelligible. I wish I had an Upa. Mayuri and her Upas. I can't words, Jesus. Hi, Meow Meow. I need you to not. Could you go bug Nigiri in the living room? Look at her sitting there all spaced out. Mayuri needs my protection. That dream was wrong. I check Dr. P and check my phone. Man, I don't have my Doc P with me. I'm drinking some water for once. I guess I'll drink some of it though. No new emails. I sent Titter a mail several. Ow! Cat, no. You know what? I have an idea for you, Mr. Cat. I'll be back, chat. I am going to be moving the cat. Hang on. Okay, that was very anticlimactic. But, Cat has been escorted out and Nigiri is tending to him. All's well in the world. God, trying to load you. Oh, yeah, I already read that. I'm pulling an A on rereading chat things that I've already read. I sent Titter a mail hours ago just to make sure that he really isn't Suzuha's father. He hasn't replied yet. Obviously, Daughter and the others don't know that I changed the past. Who is calling? Oh, it's Ferris. This is Hyoin Kyoma. Oh no, the cat returned. Just don't get on my lap, okay, sir? Nyang, it's Ferris, Nyang. No, it's you, Akiharu Miho. Yeah. Who's that? Yeah. Finally got my PC to work. I switched my internet. Oh no. To be fair, you haven't missed much. Just mostly me trying to escort my cat and failing because he has returned. Who's that, Nya? Could have sworn her real name was Akiharu Miho. Don't tell me. Could the D-mail have changed that too? Ow, sir. Cat, I need you down. Ferris is Ferris, Nya. I don't have any other names, Nya. Yeah, right. Your true name is Ferris. My apologies. Of course, you're just being your usual self. No, what is it? I tried my hardest to distract him. Treats only did so much. Well, I'm flattered that he loves me more than Treats, but holy shit, sir. I do appreciate your efforts, though, Nigiri. If Ferris is calling me, it might be about the IBN 5100. She did promise to help us find one. You've been too conspicuous, Nya. The cat's out of the bag, and now you're trapped, Nya. Huh? More of Ferris's usual nonsense. The fourth Guardian Kings have awakened, Nya. There's no escape, Nyan. He started escaping. Yeah. I think he's in transit back to you. Yeah, he seems to be in transit back to you, Nigiri. Is that so? If you think the four Guardian Kings can stop me, just wait and see. Akiba will be drowning in blood before nightfall. After the four Guardian Kings are the four Guardian Queens, yeah? After that, it's the 8 Devils, and then the Black Angel 12, yeah? That many? What's going on in this town? You've really stirred up a hornet's nest, Nya. I'm sorry, Kyoma, but this is checkmate, Nyan. No, it's not over yet. If I could just acquire the item, I could turn the tide. Have you still not located an IBN 5100? Sorry, Nya. I have agents looking all over the world, but still no luck, Nya. What? So she has no progress to report? Please hurry. I'm running out of time. Okay, Nya. I'll tell you as soon as I find my Kyoma. Until then, hold on to your 9 lives, Nya. Yeah, I can't die yet. Else I can't. She just hung up. She hung up before I could finish. Damn it. That's why I hate talking to Ferris. Anyway, moving on. This time around, my search for an IBM 5100 is going poorly. Actually, I suppose I should consider myself lucky for having found one so easily the first time. I mean, the IBM 5100 is practically an urban legend. There are people like Moika who spent months searching with no success. Last time it barely took me 3 days to reach Yawanabayashi Shrine, almost as if something was guiding me there. It was fate. No. It was the choice of Steins Gate. That's why its loss is so painful. Guess that's why they call it the Phantom PC. Daru is sitting at his computer like always. I read on @channel that some collectors will pay millions of yen to buy one. IBM 5100s are serious business, man. If they have that high a premium, then people must know their secret. They're all after the data in CERN's mainframe. I don't get it. How come they're so expensive? I mean, I guess they're pretty expensive to begin with. Looks like one cost about 20,000 back in the day. 20,000, that is expensive. Anyway, I can't believe it's so hard to find one. Sure, it was a nice machine for its time, but only for its time. You'd have to be crazy to want one now. Maybe it's one guy buying them all up. The harder something is to obtain, the stronger the desire for it becomes. That's how people are. That's exactly how I feel now. The depths of CERN, completely isolated from the outside, lies a database coded with an IBM 5100. What secrets are sleeping there? Could it contain the data from CERN's time machine research? Could there be proof that the Committee of 300 exists? The desire to know grows stronger by the day. It's not just about plunging the world into chaos anymore. We need the power to oppose CERN's evil ambitions. And then there's that threatening email to consider. Dowler is confident that CERN won't find us, but I can't afford to take that for granted. After all, we're up against the brightest minds in the world, the scientists who invented the World Wide Web. And they're backed by a secret organization more powerful than any nation. We're way out of our league here. They have no trouble at all crushing our puny lab if they desired. That's why we need a trump card to hold against them. But without an IBM 5100, we can't move forward. I'm getting restless. Whoa, what's this? Dowler suddenly lurches forward to stare at his monitor. What's wrong? But there's no way that's right. What are you talking about? Explain. Well, I'm pulling data off the server, looking for a way to gain root access. And these files are downloading crazy fast. I mean, we're talking light speed here. It's hard to believe, but for some reason, this area has a direct fiber optic line to CERN. Several lines even. That's convenient. Direct. What do you mean? I mean, there's literally a fiber optic cable running from underneath this building to CERN's headquarters in France. Is that strange? Yeah. Dudder calls up the National Assembly of France's website. Then he brings up the command prompt and hammers out some commands. Have a look. This is the route we used to visit the National Assembly of France's site. It starts from our IP address. From there it passes through various relays in Japan, jumps to France, it bounces around there for a while before finally reaching the National Assembly site. It takes 16 steps total to get there. The average transfer rate is about 300 milliseconds. That's normal for an overseas connection. In other words, there's a route we have to take to get to France from Japan. Everyone takes the same route. Other countries are the same. Even browsing domestically takes about 10 steps. Now, let's try CERN. Dudder calls up CERN's homepage on the browser. Then he displays the route like last time. The result. There's only one step. Unlike before, the signal doesn't pass through any intermediate servers. The PC we're using, its registered name is Akihabara PC. It's connected directly to CERN in France. And the transfer rate is hundreds of times better than usual. Crazy fast. You can't even get these numbers domestically, man. Why do we have a direct line? Is this even possible? It was like this when we found it. I didn't do anything. So the buildings already had a hotline to CERN? This can't be a coincidence. It must just be the choice of Steins. It doesn't make sense. Why would there be an independent line running from here all the way to CERN? Dad is so excited he interrupted me. No Japanese or French telecommunication company would set up something like this, which means CERN did it themselves. Dad gulps and nods. Cold sweat oozes from his brow. I feel a chill as well. Stern might be able to see everything we're doing. No, maybe. Maybe Stern has been expecting us for years. How could that be? The answer is simple. John Titor claims that Stern completed their time machine in 2034. Just 2 years later, the world is a dystopia under their rule. Maybe if a Stern of 2034 considers our opposition in 2010 a threat. Maybe they used their time machine to travel to 2000 and install a fiber optic cable to track our every move. It's entirely possible. Has the invention of the time machine started an intertemporal war? If so, what can we do? Our enemy might be stronger than even I can imagine. No, I mustn't lose heart. I need to think positive. Positive thinking. With thanks to this direct line, we can now control the LHC remotely. You figured out how? Wow, that's amazing, Daughter-kun. Nayori pauses her DVD and comes up beside me. With a connection this fast, we can control the LHC practically in real time. I haven't actually tried it yet, though. That's right. Even if this is some kind of certain trap, we might be able to make use of it. They're still vulnerable to our attack. The LHC is that 20-kilometer long tunnel thing, right? What does it do again? It accelerates protons and smashes them together. Oh, yeah. Mini black holes, right? The official line is that many black holes might manifest as a byproduct of the particle collision, but that's not the truth. According to the top secret documents we found, the LHC was intended to create black holes from the very beginning. But we still don't know exactly how they do it. We need to think of a way to... Okabe. Kurisu suddenly emerges from the development room. She was cooped up in there all morning. Her expression is unusually grave. What's wrong? I figured it out. Figured what out? I think I know how the phone wave works. Really? Kurisu nods. She still hasn't smiled. Keep in mind, that this is just a hypothesis based on what we've observed. I can read. It's closely related to what you guys were just talking about. The LHC. I believe it was you, Christina, who called the LHC the world's largest microwave. Yes, exactly. My hunch was right. You've created a monster, Okabe. A monster? It doesn't belong in some amateur lab, and before you take that as an endorsement of your abilities, I mean it in a bad way. Kurisu clutches her arms as if to keep from trembling. Give me details. Did you know that the microwave oven was invented as a byproduct of radar research? I actually didn't know that. Daughter and I nod. Mayuri shakes her head. I'm in Team Mayuri. We read up on all of that back when the phone wave name started to change. Started acting weird. Microwaves are electromagnetic waves with a frequency of 2.45 gigahertz. The phone wave is commercial grade, so its output is around 1500 to 2000 watts. Here's the important part. Kurisu goes on to explain that electromagnetic waves output by the microwave are somehow connected to the electromagnetic waves output by the phone. In fact, you could say they fuse together. According to Daughter's blueprints, the microwave and the phone are made to send out shared electromagnetic waves by taking their leads, and hardwiring each of them to the magnetron's cathode and anode. What does the tip say? A type of vacuum tube used in microwave ovens and radar produces strong microwaves. I see. On one hand, we have the microwave super strong electromagnetic waves, originally a byproduct of the military's research into radar technology. On the other, we have the cell phone's standardized electromagnetic waves, a frequency now ubiquitous throughout the world. What happens when you fuse those two waves? Both devices use electromagnetic waves, not a specialist though, so I can't examine the extent or magnitude of the influence that fusion has. But hypothetically, if the cell phone were to become a stepping stone, scattering the military-grade electromagnetic waves over a vast range of hundreds of kilometers, then not just Akihabara, but all of Tokyo would turn into the inside of a microwave oven. Taking into account slight variance due to body weight, the average time until death for the people inside would be 3 minutes. Eh? Seriously? Then the phone wave's a weapon of mass destruction, isn't it? Is it really that powerful? Let me tell you what happens inside the phone wave. The air inside the oven is full of invisible hydrogen atoms. First, it bombards the atoms with microwaves to increase their energy potential. This is the normal function of a microwave oven. But when you add electromagnetic waves from the phone, the harmonics trigger a chain reaction. The particles collide repeatedly at near light speed, gaining mass and energy each time. In other words, it becomes a sort of particle accelerator. A particle accelerator? It's really the same as the LHC. So, if the LHC was created to generate many black holes, then the phone wave's name subject to change must also produce many black holes. Kurisu doesn't deny it. It's a miracle that thing has been so stable. But there's still one thing I don't understand. Even if it does produce many black holes, they should evaporate instantly. But that's not what happens in the phone wave. The jellification phenomenon proves that. Just like in the LHC, our many black holes are turning into Kerr black holes. According to Titter, you have to inject electrons to produce the Kerr black hole effect. Where do the injected electrons come from? That's what I don't understand. The LHC uses something called a lifter to inject electrons into the black hole and control the gravitational field. Something is filling that role inside the phone wave. Something. Like I said, I don't know what. Is it rude to check my phone? Probably. I'm gonna look anyways. Oneself. It's easy to pretend to be someone you're not, ultimately. However, there's no escaping the contradictions between your false self and the real you. There's a paradox, and paradoxes can't hold. I tried to tell myself that I didn't need anyone, that forming bonds would only hurt. But somehow I ended up joining your circle of friends. I still don't know if it was for the best. No, I'm sure it was. Without you, I would have given up on ever finding my dad. I don't know why I wrote all this. I guess I'm trying to say is, thanks. That's cute. Only one reply option. Are we sharing confessions now? Be careful to whom you expose your innermost feelings. They may use them against you. Well, that's on brand. Okay. Like I said, I don't know what. I guess that's what it comes down to. All Kurisu's explanation does is confirm our hypothesis that the phone wave, name subject to change, functions the same as the LHC. Looks like we need to review what the LHC is. It's time for our LHC Moe guy to shine. LHC stands for Large Hadron Collider. Hadron? It's the name of an elementary particle.
でこいつは
The LHC is basically a huge circular tunnel underneath Switzerland and France. It sits about 100 kilometers below ground and has a total length of 27 kilometers. There were 2 rings that run through the tunnel. Inside the rings is a super low temperature vacuum. An environment like outer space, basically. Seriously, Moe. In an adjacent facility, protons are gradually accelerated by the linear accelerator, the proton synchronization booster, and the superproton synchrotron. Finally, they're injected into the LHC, where they undergo their final acceleration via a series of superconducting magnetics installed in the tunnel. By now, they're traveling at up to 99.9999991% the speed of light. That's enough to melt your brain. Not as dangerous as the phone wave, though. Finally, the accelerated protons collide approximately 1 to 10 billion times per second. Jesus. The purpose of the LHC project is to study the high-energy reactions that result, or so they say. We know they're a bunch of stinking liars. I guess that about covers it. And that, my fellow lab members, brings us to the question: can the phone wave named subject to change beat CERN to true physical time travel? 2 problems. 1. Setting the destination. 2. The lifter. We've already established that the D-mail arrives precisely when and where it's supposed to. It's dangerous to accept that without verification. Agreed. As for the lifter, we already know it exists. We just need to figure out what it is. I don't think we're going to find it. The phone wave's not exactly big, you know, and we've been poking at it for days without turning up a clue. Even if we do find it, it will take forever to learn how to tune the electron feed properly. How long is forever? You know, about an eternity. You know how it is, daughter, right? CERN's been working on it for 9 years, and they still haven't solved it. We're just amateurs, so it's bound to take even longer. Wait, I have an idea. Let's look at it from a different angle. CERN's tried to send people back in time, but they couldn't get the electron feed right. The singularities were not naked. It's the same with the phone wave named subject to change. You can only send 36 bytes of data safely, otherwise you get a jelly man. Let's consider the problem in reverse. What if we could convert a human to data, then compress that data into just 36 bytes? We could send that person through the ring singularity just like a D-mail, couldn't we? Convert a human to data? That's not even possible, man. And even if it were, there'd be like exabytes of data or something. You want to compress that into 36 bytes? Are you high? I thought it was a good idea. I guess it's not that easy. The barriers to time travel are just too high. I turned to Karisu, meaning to ask her opinion, and then I realized her expression has changed dramatically. Her eyes are wide as saucers and her mouth is hanging open. Of course. If it works, then maybe. She pauses for a second, and then... Maybe we can do it. Do what? Time travel? It's hard to believe what Karisu is saying, even though it was my idea in the first place. Are you serious? Karisu grins triumphantly in response. The data compression part, at least, is easy. We can just use the black holes created by the LHC, since black holes compress everything they swallow.
張を圧縮してしまうんだ。圧縮するものが
Compression
単
won't
なる
harm
データな
data
ら
like it would harm a
人間みたい
human.
に潰
As
され
long
る
as
こと
we're
で
just sending data,
命が
there's
失わ
nothing
れ
to
ること
worry
もない。
about. I get it. But wait, can we really pull off such a stunt? And besides,
人間のデータ化に
how
つ
do
いて
you
は
plan
どうす
to
るつもり
convert
だ
humans onto data?
サイエンス誌に
You know
私
that
の
my
論文が
thesis
載
got
ったっていう
published,
ことは
right?
知ってるわよね。
なぜいきなり自慢を
This is
始
no
める
time
の
to flaunt your accomplishments.
その論文を読んだ
Have
こ
you
とは
read it? I haven't.
おう、その後の
I've
サイエ
got
ンス誌なら
scans if
スキ
you
ャン
want
して
to
撮っ
read
てあ
it.
るお。
Daughter opens his image folder, scrolls past tons of 2D porn. Daughter. And opens up the scanned image. Sure enough, there's Kritsu's name in big English letters.
論文のタイトルは
The title of my thesis is
側頭葉に蓄積された
Analysis
記
of
憶に
Memory
関する
Related
神経
Nerve
パルス
Impulses
信
in
号
the
の解
Temporal
析。
Lobe.
側頭葉
Temporal
神
Lobe?
経パルス
Nerve impulses?
あれオカリン
What?
知らな
You
かっ
didn't
た
know?
いや待て
No, wait. This can't be right. This title sounds like,
え
neuroscience, not physics. I know what it is, but let's see how the game defines it. The scientific study of the brain. This field incorporates biology, genetics, medicine, psychology, and electrical engineering.
物理学というより脳科学の
脳科学専攻で
I'm
す
a
けど何か
neuroscientist. Got a problem?
ママだよ
Why are the sound alerts so quiet? Hi, Nero, though. Let me see if I can do something about the sound alerts being really quiet, cause... Yeah, I think I might have to adjust that on Sound Alert's website. Let's see about that. I know I could, in theory, do this another time, but I know I'll forget. Oh yeah, you were gifted this up by Relix. No ads for you, and you get all the emotes. Congratulations, Nero. Ba-ba-ba-ba. There we go. Dog's going batshit. Wee. Maybe that means Spooky's almost home. Sounds. Or no, not alerts.
Mama だよ
Still really quiet. That's weird. Or maybe it's not that quiet. Maybe just Mama Dayo in general is on the quieter side. I'll try the louder one. that wasn't the one I selected. Hello? Okay, maybe it's just Mama Dayo that's fairly quiet.
Mama Dayo?
Yeah, just Mama Dayo is fairly quiet. Huh. I might have to fix that some other time then. Cause like, on sound alerts it's like this thingy. Let me double check redeem though, see if the loud one is loud still. Okay, yeah, no, it's just Mama Dayo. I'll have to fix that one. Oh well. Well, at least it's not anything else. How are you, by the way, Nero? You should tell me later about your Discord tagline, because I'm a little confusion. Anyways. I'm a neuroscientist. Got a problem? What? I can't believe it. From the way she talks about particle accelerators and time travel theory, I was sure she had to be a physicist. No, forget about that. How is this related to time travel? Converting an entire human to data is impossible. But converting a human's memories may be possible. Converting memories to data? Casey proceeds to explain her thesis. Memories accumulate in something called the parahippocampal gyrus, or hippocampus, which is located in the temporal lobe of the brain. But what exactly are memories? Casey's thesis analyzes that question from a neuroscientific perspective. All of the brain's functions manifest as electrical signals, so running through its neurons. Even memories are written as the hippocampus by electrical signals. Producer analyzed how specific electrical signals correspond to specific memories. The mechanism by which humans recall memories can be likened to a word association game. We begin with a vague, abstract image, which calls suggestive images of increasing clarity. Imagine a chest of drawers. Each drawer is filled with tiny boxes, and inside each box is another bunch of tiny boxes. You keep opening boxes until you find the memory you're looking for. Kurishi discovered that the number of retrieval commands, nerve impulses, used to search up memories is surprisingly low. Out of hundreds of millions of nerve impulse patterns in the brain, only a few thousand are related to memory. It was the successful analysis of these patterns that earned Kurisu and her research team critical acclaim in the scientific community. Now, before you ask how this relates to time travel, there's one more thing I need to explain. Several years ago, my lab, the neurophysiology lab at Victor Congia University, developed a technology called visual rebuilding, or VR for short. Not virtual reality, got it. Put simply, it enables conversation of video data into nerve impulse signals. Used in reverse, it can also convert nerve impulses into video data, or any other kind of electronic data. So, if you combine VR technology with my research, do you see where I'm going? No way. We can convert memories into data? Not just that, memory transplantation, backups, external storage, all of those things become possible. It's like science fiction. In a sense, this technology could be used to copy a person's soul. According to Kurisu, some religious groups strongly oppose this research, as you might expect. On the other hand, the medical community is ecstatic about the possibilities. In any case, it's amazing that my assistant here was able to create such an incredible discovery. Of course, she did have a university supporting her, but still.
つまり
So basically, what you're saying is that we convert the subject's memories into video data.
それを LHC で
Use the LHC's black hole to compress that data into 36 bytes.
電話レンジカッコ仮で
Send that
生成
data
した
through the curved black hole inside the phone wave name subject to change.
携帯電話を通して
And finally, imprint those two memories on the subject's brain in the
記憶だけをぶち
past.
込む
どういうこと
What does that mean?
記憶だけの時
We
間
can
差
send our memories back in time.
物理的転送によ
In
る
order
タイ
to
ムトラベルと区
differentiate it
別す
from
るために
physical time travel,
仮にこっち
let's
は
call it a
タ
time
イムリ
leap
ー
for
プと
now.
定義しましょうか。肉体を含めた物理的転送
You
で
don't
は
go
なく
back, just
記
your
憶だけを
memories.
過去へと跳躍させる。あまりに突飛すぎて
It's so crazy that
誰もまと
nobody's
もに
thought
考
of
え
it
ようとし
before.
なかった方法。
Just right. The idea is ridiculous, which is exactly why none of the geniuses at CERN could come up with it. But this union of physics, neuroscience, and neurophysiology will make the impossible possible. To transfer memories to the past via cell phone, to time leap.
ポイントは
The important thing to remember is that only memories are being transferred.
人格や意識についてはこ
Personality
れ
and
に含まない。
consciousness aren't included.
どういうことだ
What does that mean?
SF
How is
小
it
説で
different
よく
from
あ
what
る
you
タイム
see
リ
in
ープとは
sci-fi
何か違うの
novels?
SF とかでよくあるタイ
Time
ムリー
leaping
プ
in
は意識、
sci-fi
人格
usually、
記憶のすべて
sends
が跳躍
everything.
している。
Consciousness, personality, and memory.
でも意識
But
や
in
人
real
格ま
life,
で
there's
含めると
probably too
デ
much
ータ量は
data,
膨大に
and
なるだろう
besides,
し、
we only
そもそも
analyzed
私の
memories.
研究室が解析できたのは意識、人格と
Think of
記憶は
consciousness,
別と考えて。
personality, and memory as separate things.
記憶はコンピュー
Memories
タ
are
ーでいう
like
と
the
ころ
video
の
data
画
stored
像
on
デ
your
ータや
computer.
映像データと同じ。それに対して
And
意識と
consciousness
人
and
格は
personalities are like
い
the
わば
OS.
OS ということになる。
Honestly, yeah, that's a pretty good way to put it. Huh. Never thought of it
容
that
量って
way.
ことなら OS より画像や映像の方が大きい場合も
The
あるじゃ
videos
ん
can take up way more space than the OS.
あくまで例えよ。
It's just an example.
そもそも人格
For
や意識
starters,
って
it's still not clear where
未だにどこにある
personality
の
and
か、
consciousness
ど
are
んな仕組みでそれ
located,
が成立
or
し
how
ている
they're
のか
constructed.
はっきりしないの。だからそれを
So we
デ
can't
ータ化
convert
して
them
移
into
植するの
data,
は
or at least
少なくとも
I
私に
can't.
は無理。
記憶だけの場
So we can only send
合どんなデメリ
memories.
ットが予
Where
想
does
され
that
る
leave us?
パーソナリティは
Your
記憶
memories
だけで
aren't the
形
only
成され
thing
る
that
わけじゃな
define
い。
you. Even if you
だか
send
ら
your memories to
記
the
憶を
past,
転
it
送
will
し
be
ても
the receiving
転
view's
送先の意
consciousness
識
and
や人
personality
格に依
that
存
process
する。
them.
マインドーズで言うと
So in Mindor's time, it's like copying data from a Vista computer to a Min 95 computer. Mindors, that's probably their little play on Windows, huh? Fictional, the most widely used operating system in the world. Okay, Mindors instead of Windows. That's kind of cute.
最新の OS で作られた
Data
データ
created with
が
the latest
旧
OS
式の
might
OS
not
でちゃ
work
んと
on an
動作す
older
るかはわ
OS.
からないわけ。
It might cause errors.
何らかの不具合、それに
For
例えば
example, if you
小
sent
学
your
生の
current
頃の
memories
自
to
分に
yourself in
今の
elementary
記憶を
school,
転送した
the
場
gap
合、
between your memories and
記
your
憶と
body
肉
could
体のギャッ
have
プの
the
せいで
serious
精神的
consequences.
な障害が起きるかもしれない。
いずれにせよ
Anyway,
過去
is
の
it
自分の
correct
体
to
に
assume
転
that
送
we'll
す
be
ることが
targeting ourselves
前
in
提
the
条件
past?
という認識で正しいか
Curious your nods on my question.
D メールと同じように
Just like with
携
Gmail,
帯電
we're
話を介
using
し
cell
て
phones as
行わ
the
れる跳
transfer
躍だから
medium.
正確に言うと
To be precise,
過去の
you
自
can
分
only
の
leap
体
into
で
your own
なお
body,
かつ
and only if
携
you had
帯
a
を持
cell
ってる
phone at
時
the
点
time
ま
of
でしか
reception.
跳躍できないと思う。
There was an exception in Lukaku's case, where we sent a Gmail to a pager, but that doesn't apply to the time leaping.
それに飛ばされ
If
た
you
先
try
が
sending
同一
memories
人
to
物じゃ
someone
ないと
else, how do
例え
I
れば
put this?
電気信号がマ
There's a
ッチン
danger
グ
that
せずに
electrical
弾かれ
signals
て
might
し
be
まう。それは
rejected.
そもそも他人の体に入っちゃ
Wouldn't
った
want
ら
to jump
大
into
変
someone
だし
else's
ね
body. I
まあ
mean, unless it's the
僕的に
body
は
of a cute
可
girl.
愛いおにゃの子の中なら喜んで
Please,
入るけど
Kurisu, hit him. Please. Is this guy capable of a non-perverted thought? That is an excellent question.
うへへじゃないわ
Don't
よ。バ
at me, you idiot.
カ弾かれるだけならいい
If
け
it
ど
just bounces
もしかする
off,
と
that's
深
fine.
刻な
But
人
in
格
wording
障害まで起き
compatible
る恐れ
memory
がある
data
のよ。
might do serious damage to the recipient psyche.
どんな結果になるかわか
I
ら
don't
ない
know what might happen.
人類
No
初
one's
の
done it
試
before
みだか
after all. That makes us pioneers. I like it.
はっきりしているのは
There are
自
two
分
things
が
I
生ま
don't
れる以前へ
know.
は
One, he
絶対に
definitely
行けない
cannot.
ということ
Oh wait, there are
自
two
分
things
が二
I
人同
do
時に存
know.
在することはないっていう
One,
こと
you definitely cannot go
だから
back before you were born. And two, you won't exist in two places at once.
タイムパラドックスが発
That
生
means
する
you
心
don't
配
have
は
to
ない
worry about causing a
自分が生ま
paradox.
れる前
You
に
can't kill your
親を
parents
殺す
before
こ
you
とは
were
できないの
born.
携帯が
So the phones act like black and white holes. It seems like a strange coincidence that cell phones would be the medium of time travel, but really, could it have been anything else? These days, people wear their phones like a second skin. No other medium could reliably deliver the memories to their intended target. The more I think about it, the more I realize that this was meant to be. I whip out my phone and place it to my ear.
俺だ
It's me. Everything is falling into place. The plan can now proceed to the final stage. I'm talking about Operation Vertanji, obviously. Oh my god. The second of the three Norns, sister goddess of fates in Norse mythology. The three sisters tend the world tree, Yggdrasil, whose roots lie in Urd's fountain. Vertanji is the Norn of the present, popularized in Japan by a certain goddess manga. Huh. Wait. Well, now I have to look that up. Because I don't know what that's referencing. I feel like I should know, though. Oh, wait, do they mean vert? But, like, that's not a manga. Oh my goddess. Okay. Belle Dandy is what they called her, I guess. Okay. I feel like goddess with, like, the exclamation mark, like, seemed familiar. I've actually never watched Oh My Goddess. Or read it, rather. Huh. Maybe this is a sign to start that series, at least.
無論オペレーションベル
Christina had me fooled. I never knew she was capable of this. It must have been the choice of Steins Gate that set her here. Don't worry, I have everything under control. Nothing can stop us now. Else I conquer. I put away my phone and turned to Kurisu.
今言った通りだ
Were you listening?
クリスティ
Good. Commence preparations for Operation
オペレーションベル
Vertanti.
ダンディを開始する
あいや
First,
少しはどう
explain
いうこ
what
とか
that
説明
is.
しろよ
お前の言うタイムリー
We're
プ
going
は
to build your time loop
全面
machine,
採用すると言
Christina.
っているの
And you better not say it can't be done. Not after showing me
こ
the
こま
way.
で俺を
ま
Well,
あ秋葉原なら
this is
パーツは揃ってるから
I should be able
な
to
んと
find
か
the
なると
parts
は
I
思うけ
need.
ど
決まりだ
Then it's decided.
これを
I'm placing you in
お
charge
前を
of this
作戦主任に
operation.
任命す
Whatever
る
you need, ask, and it
俺
shall
は
be
誰をこき使っ
yours.
てか人類史上初
Together, we shall complete the
Time
first
leap
time leap
machine.
machine in human
完成
history.
させるぞ
Kurisu nods. Her eyes are shining with a fierce, hungrily light. Hungrily? I can't. That's not what it says. It just says hungry. Why can't I read? As I thought, she's a scientist to the core. Kurisu and daughter go home, leaving me with Mayuri. I thought she was hard at work on her costume, but when I look, I find her staring at the wall. Her hands have stopped moving.
マリ
Mayuri,
帰
you're
ら
not
ない
going home? She usually doesn't stay this late. Her parents might be worried.
あのね
I was thinking about what Okarin and Chris-chan were talking about earlier. I was trying to figure out what the things he said meant, but it was all so complicated. I didn't get any of it. The only thing I get is that something amazing is gonna happen. That's fair.
いかにも
Indeed, the world is about to change. We shall be the ones to lead humanity into the future.
そしてそれは
You're shining, Okarin.
眩しい
Shining?
どういう意味だ
What does that mean? You're shining. Christian too. Like two bright stars in the sky.
それはこ
That must be my
遠い
Ura
際
of
が
madness
放
you're
つ狂気の
sensing.
オーラだ
You know, it's been 10 days since Christian joined us. Can I tell you how I've been feeling? Since Christian became a lab mem, it feels like things have really started to happen. Like we're a real lab now, you know?
認めなくてはならないな
I must
確か
admit,
に
her knowledge
あい
has
つ
been
の
a
知
great
識は凄
asset.
まじいものがあるそして
Of course,
そんな
the girl
天才
genius
少
would
女を
never
仲
have
間に
joined us
引き
if
入れ
not for the
たこの
cunning of Hyobin
遠い空の
Kyoma.
功績も
That's why you're shining so bright now, Okari. Christian is really a big help to you, I know. But I can't do anything to help. Mayuri looks depressed. I wish I were smart too. Then maybe I could help.
マユリ
Mayuri. She's never expressed such... She's never expressed such sentiments before. Is she jealous of Kurisu's talents? Is there competition brewing in the lab? I sigh and walk to the window. I can't see many stars in the sky.
マユリ
Mayuri,
今日は
aren't
星を
you
見な
going
い
to
の
look at the stars? Mayuri comes up beside me. We lean out the window together. It's only 9 p.m. It's actually 9 p.m. for us too. How cute. Anyways, Valkyba is already still and silent, save for the occasional car truddling by. Back when the lab just started, before Daddy-kun joined, it was like this a lot, wasn't it? All quiet, just the two of us.
ああそうだな
Yeah, it was. Daddy joined the lab in early May. Before that, he was unwilling to join no matter how I tried to convince him. Then he learned that the lab was just 3 minutes away from May Queen plus Neon Squared, and suddenly he was all, Future Gadget Lab, hell yeah! But for about a month and a half after the lab's founding, it was just me and Mayuri all alone. Can Mayushi stay here? Is it really okay? Mayuri looks at me with uncertainty in her eyes. I met her gaze firmly, then bop her lightly on the head.
くだらないことを言うな
Don't be ridiculous.
マユリは
All you need
こ
to
こにい
do
る
is
だけでいいん
stay.
だ
Just stay.
お前がいなかったら
Without you, the
この
lab
ラボ
would
は
be
もっと
such a would be a
殺伐と
much
してい
less
ただろう
friendly place.
特に俺と助手は
You see how Kurisu
水
and I
と油みたい
argue?
なところが
We
あ
can
る
be
からな
pretty stubborn, but sometimes we don't
互
know
い
when
に
to
意見を
stop.
ぶつからせてだが
But when it starts to get out of hand, Mayuri,
空気
you're
の
always
読め
there
ない
with
脳
some
天気コメントを
ditzy,
発するこ
irrelevant
とで
comment to break the
殺
tension.
伐さが中和されるのだ
Are you praising me?
もちろん褒めている
Of course I am. No.
何も案ずるな
Don't worry about a thing. Just know that you,
お前がここにいるのは
too, are part of my
俺にとって
plan.
は計算のうちなのだからな
Okay. Thanks, Sokari. So cute. Mayuri smiles in relief. And then her stomach rumbles. I'm starving. I'll warm up some canned Odin. Do you want some too?
ああもらう
Yeah, heat it up. Coming right up. Soon we are chowing down on piping hot Odin. Cute. That was very wholesome. Can't wait for things to go horribly wrong. The next day, Mairi and I go shopping at Radicon. We have a list written by Kurisu of parts for the time leap machine. Naturally, I'm saving for everything out of my own pocket. I'm paying for... Why can't I fucking read? Kurisu and daughter have already started work on the upgrade. Apparently the That was really gone. Apparently, the conversation of memories into digital data requires software developed at Kurisu's lab in America. She can download that software from their dedicated server. But that's not the only thing we need. There's also some kind of brain scanning headgear that we're going to have to make ourselves. Incidentally, I have to pay extra close attention to make sure Mayuri doesn't wander off while we're shopping. If she sees some random store that interests her, she'll literally stop and stare at it for hours. Fair. I keep walking, of course, and only later realize that she's not behind me. Then I have to run from store to store looking for her. This must be how how parents of small children feel. Anyway, this is nothing new. Mayuri has always been like this.
頼むから俺について
I'm
こい
begging you, stick
この迷
with
宮ではぐ
me.
れたら
If you get
お
lost
そら
in
く
this
お前は
labyrinth of
自
technology,
力で
you'll
は外
never
に出られないぞ
escape. Not with your sense of direction. Okie dokie. I'll be careful. By the way, how is time leaping different from time travel?
タイムトラベルってどう
I
違う
guess she
の
missed that whole memo, huh? Oh, Mayuri. Did she really hear what I said about not wandering off? Besides, Kurisu already explained the difference yesterday.
タイムトラベルは
Time travel means your whole body travels through
体ごと時間を飛び越えること。
time. The time leap will
Time
only
leap
send your
は
memories to the
記憶だ
past.
けが
It's
時
simple.
間を飛び越えることと覚えればいい
Just memories, no personality or consciousness included. Although Kurisu did mention that there was no way to be sure what might happen to your consciousness. No.
かあのね
Does that mean you can do things with time loops that you can't do with Gmails?
できることって
D メールは
Emails can only send
過去へ指示できる
instructions
だ
to
け
the
だから。
past. The past may change
過去は
currently,
変わる
huh?
かもしれないし
The results are
変わらないかもしれない
unpredictable and depend on the recipient.
それは受け取った人間次第それに
And when the past does change, the world line is
変え
reconfigured.
る前の記憶
Everyone
は
loses
失
their
われる
old memories.
世界線
I'm
が
the
再構成
exception,
される
thanks to reading Steiner.
それに対してタイムリ
With
ー
a
プだ
time
と
leap, on the other
例え
hand,
ば
you can
1 週
give your
間前
past
のお
self
前の
not
頭
just
の中で
instructions, but all the
今のお前
memories
の
you
記
have
憶が
right
丸
now.
々流れ込んでく
Or
ること
at
にな
least,
る
that's the idea.
はずだ
You won't know for sure if it works until the machine is built.
えっと
So I
例え
could
ば
send the costume I'm
作り
making
か
back
けの
to
コスを
last
持って
week.
1
I would
週
love
間
to have
前
another
へ
week
行
to
け
prepare for Komigma.
今までの時間
タイムトラベルなら
That
ば
might
可
be
能だろ
possible
うが
with
タイ
time
ムリープで
travel,
は無理
but
だ
not with time leaping.
2日前に受けたテ
So
スト
you
の
had a
答えを
test
知っ
last
ている
week.
状態
Now
で
you know the
テスト
answers.
の前へ
You
戻
could
る
send
こ
that
とはで
knowledge
き
to
る
yourself and ace
だ
the
が
test.
回
But
答
you
済み
can't
の
go
答
back
案用
and
紙を
hand
持っ
yourself
て
a cheat sheet.
2日前へは戻れない
じゃあ
So Mayoshi's mind goes into Mayoshi 1
1週
week
間
ago?
前のマユシーの中に入っちゃう
そういうことだ
Exactly. While this conversation has been going on, I've been steadily purchasing items from Kurisu's shopping list.
物は持っていけ
You
ないけ
can't
ど
bring stuff,
記
but you
憶
can
は
bring your
持っていけるんだ
memories.
ね
I get it.
そっかでも
But the one about Mayoshi 1 week
1週間
ago,
前
where do you
の
her
マユシーの
memories
中に
go?
あったマユシーの
上書きされるの
I
だろ
assume
う
they
か
get overridden. We haven't tested it though, so there's no way to be sure.
消えちゃうってこと
She disappears?
消えたとしても
Your
1
memories
週間前
right
のお
now
前の
include
記
your
憶と
memories from back
今のお前
then.
の記憶は
So
連
even
続
if
し
she
ている
does disappear, you don't really
記
lose
憶が上書き
anything.
されたとしても1週間未来の1週間分
I
の
guess
記
you
憶
could
が
say
追加さ
you're
れ
just
る
adding your memories
と
from
いう
one
言い
week
方をした
into
方
the
が良さ
future.
そうだ
1 week in the future, rather.
じゃあねじゃあ
Then,
ね
if Mayoshi's memories
1週
leap
間
into
前の
Mayoshi 1 week
記
ago,
憶を飛
what
ばし
happens
た
to
ら
Mayoshi now?
今のマユシーの体は
Mayo's asking some pretty philosophical questions today. But I guess anyone would ask the same.
マユシーが
Mayoshi's memories jump to the past, but my body's still here, right? What happens to me when my memories go bye-bye?
抜け殻になっ
You become an empty shell. No,
いや待て
that can't be
そうじゃない
right. That wouldn't make
そういうこと
sense.
じゃないはずだ
You know what? I'm not gonna question it too much.
助手がやろうとしてい
My
るの
assistant's
は
device merely records
記
your
憶を
memory
データ
data.
化して保存
In
す
other
る
words, it's just a
つま
backup.
り
Your original
バックアッ
memories
プ
are
でしか
still
ない
inside you.
記憶を
Nothing
全て
inside
脳
the
から
brain
抜
is
き去って
lost.
それをデータ化するわけではないの
You don't become an empty shell. Besides, neither personality nor consciousness is transferred to begin with.
だから
Your body
抜け殻
shouldn't
になった
become an
り
empty shell, and
意
your
識が
consciousness
飛んだり
shouldn't
する
leap
ことはない
either.
はず
No, wait, there's another issue here.
というか
And actually,
1週間前に戻
once
っ
you
て
become a new Mayuri,
またその1週間
when you
を経
receive
験してき
memories
た
from
マ
the
ユリが
future 1 week ago,
ここにいることになるのではないか
not that anybody, including me, would be able to tell the difference.
じゃあ
Then does that
タイムリープする
Mayuri,
前に
blah, blah, blah,
最初の
that
1週間
Mayoshi who
を過
had
ご
the
した
normal
マユ
memories
シ
before
は
the time leap get
タイム
erased
リ
by the
ープして
Mayoshi who repeated
そ
the
の
week
1
with
週
extra
間を繰り
memories?
返したマユシに消されちゃうの
This is getting complicated.
そうだ
That's
消
right.
える
She's erased.
も
In
う一
other
度やり
words,
直すと言うべきだな
relive the week. You can do
そっ
things
く
the
りそのま
same,
まトレースす
but
る
you
こ
can
と
do
もできる
something
し
completely different.
全く別のそれと
And you'll keep
消
your
え
old
た最初の
memories
1
of the
週
week
間
that
の記憶
disappeared.
自体は
じゃあね
Then does that mean... The questions keep accompanying. Keep accompanying? Why can't I read today? Wow, Keep coming. She's trying hard to understand in her own ditzy way.
もしも1
So I
週間前に
redo the
戻
week,
ったマ
okay.
ユシ
But
が
what if I decide to go to
1週間後の
Ikebukuro
今日
with my friends
ラ
instead
ボ
of
に
coming
は
to
来
the
な
lab
くて
today?
学校のお友達今は
What happens to the
マユ
Mayoshi
シがこうして
talking with
オカリ
Okuri
ンと
now?
お話ししてるけど
過去が変わり
The present would
今も変わる
change
こと
to
になる
match the past, and this
こう
conversation
し
would
てここ
never
で
happen.
俺とお前が話している事実は消滅するはずだ
Oh,
それ
and you
を
wouldn't
オカリンは
notice
気
the
づか
difference,
ないんだよ
Okuri?
ね
ああそう
Right. No one would notice.
だとしたらね
That would be kind of sad.
なんだか寂しいね
俺が
For who? I mean?
マユシが
For Mayoshi. I don't get what she means.
だからクリスチャンは
Maybe that's why
過去
Christian
を
doesn't
変え
want
た
to
くない
change
って
the
言
past.
ってたのかも
She nods to herself with a bright smile.
ね
Oh,
えねえ
I
ね
just thought of something.
えタイ
Can
ム
you
リープ
time
は
leap into the
未来
future?
には飛べないのかな
Oh, Mayuri.
飛べるかもしれない
Maybe.
が
But it
飛んだ
wouldn't
と
be
ころで
a
意味はない
point. Kurisi and I reached that conclusion yesterday. The memories you send overwrite the memories at your destination. If you send your memories 1 week into the future, then the future you would lose 1 week of memories.
俺たちがやろうとしている
The
タイ
whole
ムリ
point
ー
of
プ
our
は
time leap machine
過
is
去に
to
送っ
affect
てこ
past
そ進
events.
化を発揮す
We
るの
won't.
だ
Blah, blah, blah. We don't need to worry about the future.
それに
Besides,
過去
you're
より
less
未来
likely
の
to
方が
reach the
届かない
future
可能
than
性
you
が
are the
高い
past.
過去については思い出す
And
こと
that's
がで
because
き
the
るが
future is inherently
未来については予
unpredictable.
測がつかないからな例えばマユリは
For example, do you think you'll have the same phone number for all
同じ
eternity?
電話番号の携帯を持ち続けていると
わかんないよ
How should I know?
つまりそういうこと
Exactly my point.
それに
And remember,
Ka-tse
pagers
Pokebell
became
が
obsolete with the
携帯の
advent of
出現で
cell
廃れてしまったように
phones. Similarly, our
携帯
phones
に
may be
代わる
replaced by some
新
other
たなパー
device
ソナ
in
ル
the
端末
future.
が爆発的に流行してしまうかもしれない
In order for a time loop to succeed, the target you must have a phone whose number you know. As long as that condition is met, there should never be a problem with setting the destination. The real problem is what inside the phone wavename subject to change is acting as the lifter. Until we figure that out, we can't reproduce the discharge phenomenon at will. The phone wavename subject to change will remain incomplete. On the other hand, if we can figure it out, we'll have an endless source of electrons that, unlike CERN's, needs no tuning. I'm exhilarated. The phone wavename subject to change is evolving by the day. Our invention of the CERN time leap machine will put us light years ahead of CERN. Time travel will finally become a reality. I can't wait to try it out. My soul yearns for the taste of chaos. I can barely manage to keep from bursting out in mad laughter. Come to think of it, more than 1 week has passed since we sent the first email, and although there was that strange threatening email, there remains no sign of Men in Black coming to haul us away. According to Daru, CERN hasn't discovered our hacking either. The next problem is what will happen when we use the time leak machine. In order to compress a human's entire wealth of memory into the requisite 36 bytes, we have to borrow the LHC's black hole. Can't believe that CERN won't notice an unauthorized activation of the LHC. How do we keep them from finding us? We need a plan.
そっか
Oh, I guess I can't go back to grade school, can I? I didn't have a phone back
飛
then.
べないんだね
Why are you still talking about the
携
time
帯
when
持ってないもん
お前は小学
you
生
want to
の
go
頃へ
back to
戻りたいのか
to your elementary school days? I know exactly how you feel. If you repeat elementary school with the knowledge you have now, you'll get top grades and have an easy time being bending children to your will.
人間関係もうまくこな
Yeah, and I thought maybe I could see
おば
Grandma
あちゃん
again.
にも会え
Oh,
るかもって
oof.
思ったんだ
Was not expecting that.
そうか
I see.
残
I'm
念だ
afraid that's not possible. Mayuri's grandmother passed away when Mayuri was in elementary school.
うん
Yeah,
残
that's
念
too
は
bad.
残念だ
But I
けど
guess I don't really need to see
ど
her.
うしても会いたいおばあちゃんの言葉とか
I
ね
still remember her words, her smile, and her wrinkly
ま
hand
ゆし
patting
が
my
頭
head.
を撫でてくれただからね
So even if
わ
I
ざ
don't
わ
see
ざ
her
会わな
again,
くても
I'm
平気
okay.
なの
That's wholesome.
それよりもね
What I really want is to see little Okarin again.
もう一度会ってみたいなって思って
Back then, I was already a scientist without equal, a titan towering above the other children.
周囲のそんな
You can hardly be blamed for desiring to meet the child prodigy who would one day be feared as the great mad scientist, Yomi Yoma.
お前の気持ちよくわかるぞ
I love when it just on off chance matches with me saying Yomi Yoma with him.
会いたいのは
I don't want to meet Yomi and what's his face. I want to meet Okarin.
おかりんだよ
I am Yomi Kyoma. Always have been, always will be. Mayuri just doesn't get it. So I disregard her comment.
だがやめて
Anyway, there's no point.
精神
You
年
haven't
齢
matured at all since that
当時から
time. So
全く
nothing
成
would
長し
change
てい
if
ない
you
お
went
前
back
で
to
は
elementary school
仮に
anyway.
今小学生に戻ったところで何も変わらんか
Hey,
そんなこ
that's
とな
not
い
true.
まゆし
Mayushi's
も
all
ちゃん
grown
と
up
成
now.
長してるもん
食べる量が増
The
えた
only
ぐらい
thing
だ
that's grown is how much you eat. Damn, boy. And your breast size. I'm glad you did not actually say that part aloud.
そんなことないので
That's
す
not true.
まゆし
Mayushi's
は
a
ちゃ
real
んと
woman now.
大人の階段を登ろう
A
と
real
してい
woman.
るのです
Kinda want to hear the details, but she probably doesn't know what she's talking about.
それよりもね
Besides, I think Okarin's the one who hasn't changed since
当
then.
時から止まったままだと
だから何度も言っているだろ
Isn't that what I said?
この
I was already a genius mad scientist when you met me.
当時の時点ですでに完成されていたのだと
Wahahaha. The shopkeeper shoots me a glare, as they should. I guess this is the best place for maniacal laughter. Better get those parts and head back to the lab. We finished our shopping and come out in front of the station.
そういえば参るよ
By the way,
お
Mayuri,
前
have you
最
not
近
been
バイ
working
トをしていないん
recently?
だろ
バイト
Working?
でも
You mean at Lemon? Of course, May Queen plus Neon Square doesn't exist in the current wholesome Akiba.
あのね
Kamima's coming up, so I'm taking a few days off.
頑張って
I've got costumes to
作らな
make.
くちゃ
Were those lightsabers next to her head? I don't know. I genuinely do not know. I was not paying attention to that whatsoever. Welcome, Speaky, though. How was work? How's the Starbucks?
今年は一体何着作っている
How many costumes are you making this year?
3着
3. One for Kaede-chan, one for Fubuki-chan, and then there's one for
ル
Luka-chan.
カちゃんの分
I wonder if Lukako is still refusing to wear it. I can hardly blame him. I mean, however cute he looks, is still a guy. Oh my god! Dude, we've been over this. We've been over this. I'm gonna just send Okarin to a different dimension away from Lukako at this rate. No, wait. That was before we sent the email. Now Lukako's a girl, I guess. How confusing. Get over it. Lukako's always been a girl. Shut it. Ah, it's Moeka-san. I like that. Lukako's just still there.
Nani?
What? I look where Mayuri's pointing and see Moeka squatting by the staircase, staring hard at her cell phone. She looks more tired than the last time I saw her. There are bags under her eyes, and her hair is frayed. The intensity of her expression makes me hesitate to call out to her. She'll probably just ignore me like before. Got an attack of the yawns. Oh god, my jaw hurts from that. On the other hand, she's a lab man. I can't just ignore her. Hey, finger, why the long face? Do-do-do. Moeka-san, what are you doing here? Thoughts. Moeka doesn't look up. She mutters something that I can't make out. Hey, are you listening? If you have a problem, the insane mad scientist, Yobin Kyoma, will gladly assist. But, be warned, by the time I'm through, Akiba will be an ocean of blood. Moeka suddenly jerks upright as if poked with an electric prod. She lifts her head and stares at me with wide eyes, then jumps to her feet and walks right up to me. This is the first time I've seen Moeka express such emotion. More dots. What is it? What's wrong? More dots. She doesn't speak. That hasn't changed. Instead, she looks down and starts typing on her phone. Guess I should be ready for a mail. What happened to the time machine? What do you mean? What happened? Thoughts. Are you still using it? Did you figure out how it works? We don't fully understand it yet. We're in the middle of upgrading it. It's amazing. This time we might even be able to time leap. What's a time leap? I didn't read it back. Can I go back? Damn it. Whatever. Don't write anything about it, otherwise we'll have to expel you from the lab. Moeka shakes her head violently. Guess she won't write an article. Our hacking of CERN has uncovered a new possibility for the phone wave name subject to change. It's a form of time travel made possible by borrowing CERN's equipment. This discovery will begin a new age of human civilization. No longer will men be slaves to time. Any future you desire can be yours. And history will record that we, the future Gaja Laboratory, changed the world forever. Okarin, that was really confusing. You lost Mayushi. Thoughts. How can you be moved? How can you not be moved by my speech? We're talking about becoming legends here. Moeka bites her lip and types out a mail in irritation. Then she grabs my arm and digs in her fingers. It hurts. Hand me. But Moeka does not listen. What's a time leap?
タイムリープ
The time leap is a way to send your memories to the
記
past.
憶のみの時間跳躍だ俺たちは
We
それ
found a
を可
way
能
to
に
make
する
that
方法を
possible.
見つけ出した
Soon we will complete the machine and make the undisputed lords
タイ
of
ムリープ
time
は実行され
and become.
我
I
ら
can't freeze still.
時間の征服者となる
あのね
Okarin came up with the idea, and Christian told us how to do it. The other queen's helping, and Mayashi and Okarin are shopping.
手伝い中でまゆし
Thoughts. Moeka suddenly releases me. Her eyes are blank, unfocused. She squats down on the spot, just as we found her. She seems entirely drained of energy and will.
萌香さん
Are you okay, Moeka-san?
調
Do
子
you
悪
feel
いの
sick? Thoughts. That's amazing. You've made a real breakthrough. Congratulations. When will it be finished?
こればかりも何とも言
We
えないな
can't be sure. There are still several problems remaining. If they don't give us too much trouble, I guess we'll have it done in a
1
week.
週間以内にでも完成するだろうだが解決できな
On
け
the
れば
other hand, you can't do anything until they're solved.
全てはシュタインズ
Everything is the
ゲートによる
choice of
選択
Steins Gates. I have faith there exists a path to
解決の
success.
道は開けているそして扉
And
が
once
開
the
いた
door is opened, the chaos for which I have so
訪れる
longed
のは俺が
shall at the
望む
last
この
shall at last descended
世界
upon the
を
earth.
影から支配する
Trumpets will sound from the highest heaven, and the final battle, Ragnarok, will
切って
begin.
落とされるのだ
オカリンは
Who are you fighting,
誰と戦
Okarin?
ってるの
決して
The
表舞台には現れ
organization,
ない
of course.
支配者層
The
に決
rule
まってい
must
るだ
end once and for all. Wow. Don't do anything dangerous,
でも
okay?
ね
Cute.
危ないことはしちゃダメだから
Why
ね
does Mindy insist on worrying about me? You're literally childhood friends. Oh, that was Moeka, not him. Oops. Oh. Moeka's lips curve into a smile. She rises to her feet unsteadily, then staggers off into the crowd. It's like she's forgotten about us completely. Marion can only watch her go. There's an indescribable aura about her that holds us back. You got your apocalypses a bit mixed up, Mr. Evil Doctor, sir. I mean, it's Halloween we're talking about. He's gonna mix them up. But I did also notice that. It's kind of funny, ain't it? You never answered my question, Spooky, by the way, of how was work and stuff. It's quite rude. Is Catman still alive? Now that I think about it. Yeah, he is, huh? I guess he's having fun with the chaos. Did I
どう
read
した
that?
のかな
Mary and I can only watch her go. There's an indescribable aura about her that holds us back. What do you think is wrong with Moeka-san? I've only known she was kind of strange ever... Wait, I've known she was kind of strange ever since I met her, but this... Maybe she's an escaped mental patient or something. Not that her insanity can possibly compare to mine. For I desire nothing less than total and absolute chaos. No, well, I was scheduled to get off at 8:30 and I parked my car at 9:30. Oof. That sucks. Wow. No, Okarin's acting weird. Okarin's always acting weird, Maeri.
まゆ
Mayoshi's worried. Mayoshi looks scared, so he sees my maniacal laughter a few minutes earlier than planned. Minutes, Jesus. Afterwards, Mayuri and I go our separate ways. She apparently has to deliver a costume to her friend Fubuki. When I return to the lab with my spoils of war, something surprising, though not too surprising, come to think of it, catches my eye. Ah. Kurisu's on the computer. As soon as she notices I've returned, she quickly closes the window on the screen. Hey, think you could knock? What was she looking at? Jesus. Maybe it was at channel. It'd be weird if Ocarina wasn't acting weird, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. This isn't your room. Besides, you have to be a fool to knock. There could be assassins lying in ambush. Assassins? Here? Are you stupid? Anyway, Christina, what were you looking at just now? I already know the answer, of course. I caught a glimpse of the screen before she closed it. Mayuri. Fubuki-chan and Kaede-chan praised me for the cosplay I made them this time. I'm really happy. Aw. Who? You never mentioned them before. I'm actually curious about that too. You're like making costumes, huh? What made you so passionate about cosplay anyway? I'm honestly more intrigued about these two, cause like, where did they spawn from? You know what? Watch them be co-workers of this new workplace. I'm betting that's gonna happen. Jeez. I was doing research. Looks like she Looks like she plans to continue this trade. I drop my bags and go to the computer. Stay back! I slip past Kirisu's blocking arms and restore the minimized window. More. Well. I want Fest to drool into my eye until I faint. Damn, what the fuck? Yeah, okay, Jiraiya. Huh? Got a problem? Hey, what's with that? This is awful, Rolf. What the fuck? Have no fear, Christina. Or should I call you at Channeler Chris? Research. Yeah, I honestly did not. Yeah, now that you said that, that's kind of obvious, but like, I don't retain many Naruto memories at this point. Don't call me that. I already knew. That's right. I realized long ago that you're an at-channeler. You can't hide it from me. You reek of at-channel corruption. How rude. I make sure to apply light perfume every day. Fool. That's not what I meant. I'm talking about the scent of your soul. My soul? What's that supposed to mean? Explain. Why? So you can learn how to hide it? Oh gee, I wonder what website they're referring to. They've literally been referring to it this entire game. Like, come on. Shut up. Just explain already. There's nothing to explain. You use at-channel memes in conversation. I'd have to be stupid not to notice. Or just also not use at-channel, you know. feels bad, man. Oh my god, I was not expecting that one. That's funny.
今のもアットチャンネル語だな。
That's an at channel meme too. The-
ま
ah,
魂
there's the cat
い
man.
るということだろう。
There he is. Fucking feels bad, man. Yeah.
アットチャンネル語をリア
But
ルに話す
anyways,
アホ
hello
だけ。
Catman and Catman's wonderful raiders.
お前の
Let's
魂
go
は
ahead
霊
and
気させ
give
られた。
Catman a nice little shout out. Do 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 do. Oh wow, it's already auto suggested. I've been typing it so much. There we go. Yes, major thanks to Catman. He was just playing Grand Theft Auto Chaos mod. Sure was a lot of fun. Jay made me miserable. I mean, that's fair. Kind of sucks that like when I was broadcasting it to the Apple TV, like the timer just was really off. Yay, mobile lag plus broadcasting lag, I guess. But I hope you had fun other than being made miserable by Jay. And to those of you who have come with Catman and don't already know me, I am Saku, or wait, what did I just say? Okay, I am Saku or Saku, or even Q is acceptable. I'm a variety streamer. Spooky distracted me. No extra Twitch emotes extension for mobile, so I can't post Pepe. I'm glad you can't post Pepe. Anyways, I'm a variety streamer that I mostly stream anime-related games, including Steins, which we're currently playing. Yeah, it's really hard for me to retain thoughts, and I've been fucking up reading a lot, to be perfectly honest. But I hope you enjoy your stay, just as you've enjoyed watching Catman. Yay! Ikenboard's really good. Wow. Oh, Daifuku just went live. Cool, cool. Did I read? Yeah, I don't think I read this one yet. Your soul is tainted with the essence of @channel. You cannot hide it, not in such close proximity to another who uses @channel memes in actual conversation. Your souls resonate. Is it just me or is Mama Dayo really quiet? I think it is. I might have to fix it. But thank you for the Mama Dayo mid-sentence. That's it. It's all Hashida's fault.
だが、
Well, it's cute how you try to hide it. It's cute how you try to hide it @channeler Chris. Don't call me that. Oh. She glares at me hard. If looks could kill. She has no sense of humor at all. I should be more careful in the future.
しかし消せないな。
I didn't hear the alert at all, to be
アメ
honest.
リカ育ち
Okay.
なのに。
Well, in that case, stop using it because it's broken for the time being. All the other ones should work. I don't know. When I was testing, unmute the stream. But I did test the sound alerts earlier, but like no one was like actively talking when I was testing them. So I will test the really loud ones just to make sure, or you can do that. Let me know if you heard it. You should. Because I'm pretty sure it's just the Madara, the Mama Dayo sound alert that's too quiet. Yeah, that one is louder than the other. Yeah, because I did double check on Sound Alert's website and all my alerts are like at full volume. So it's just the Mama Dayo being too quiet and I'll have to fix that file. Nero, did you just accept the channel point thingy-majig? Because it just disappeared on me and I know I didn't touch shit. Anyways. But I don't understand. You're raised in America, so how are you so familiar with @channel?
アメ
You can browse that channel from America. Need I say more?
あとはそういうこと
Ah,
か
I get it. Living in an English-only environment made you hungry for Japanese. But did you have to resort to at channel?
しかしよりによってアットちゃ
I
んを
mean, if
選
you
ばせても
believe
よ
the
かった
pseudo-intellectuals in the media, browsing at channel is like reading scribbles on the bathroom wall.
ギスギスはしてるけど
Sure, it's not the friendliest place, but I couldn't find anywhere
空気み
that
たい
felt
なもの
more
が感じられる場所
Japanese.
だっただけよ
Oh, what's the other infamous chan? Okay, I think I need you to explain that one to me, because I don't know. I don't know the 4chan lore, unlike you, who is deep in it.
それより
Anyway, can I ask if
何があるんだっけ
5chan? I mean, that might be real, but I'll just wait for Spooky's paragraphs. Lower? 2chan? So it's Ni-chan? 3chan. I think I might be right on the money with Ni-chan. 3.14chan, 5chan. Spooky types too slow. He's leaving us in suspense. Lower? Lower than what I said or lower than what Catman said? Because I already said 2. If it's lower than 2, that only leaves 1 or 0. Negative 4chan. 0chan is its own thing though, where there's like art and stuff, so I don't think it's 0chan. I don't remember seeing any forums on there. I must be made a century for Spooky to say anything. Anyway, can I ask a favor?
頼み
What is it? Yeah, 3 hours later. We'll eventually get him to respond back to us. Hopefully. 2chan, more formerly known as Futaba and less known as the current owners of 4chan. So I was right, sir. 2chan, Ni-chan. Futaba also makes sense. Interesting though. Kurisu turns away and mumbles something. But her voice is so low I can't make it out. I didn't hear you? Then turn up your volume. Like... my volume hasn't changed. Like, if you can hear me now, you could have heard me when I said to. Yeah, like what Catman said, unmute the stream. If you have something to say it. Kurisu turns bright red, and her sullen expression doesn't change.
このことはみんな
Don't
には
tell
内緒
anyone
にし
else
といて
about this.
そんなにも知られたくないのか
What difference does it make?
ダルはお前の
Dart is
同
the
類
most
だし
hardcore
何
at
気も
channeler
な
who's
かった
ever
ら
lived.
アットちゃん
And
のレベ
Mario
ル
is
の
an
理解ばっか
otaku
りぞ
too. Even
俺
I
も
browse
よく
that
見るで
channel
しょ
regularly. Living room setup is kinda muddy, so if I'm only half paying attention like when I'm typing, I'm not gonna be able to make out words. Sucks to suck, man. I don't know what to tell ya. It's also not like I said 2chan only once, I said it multiple times. So... carrying on.
恥ずべきことは何もない
There's nothing to be ashamed of.
履歴書やプロ
Just
フィールが
boldly
趣味
write
ならん
hobbies, browsing at channel
アット
on
チ
your
ャンネルを見
resume.
ること
That sounds like an awful idea.
かけるかバカ
Not a chance, you idiot.
何
What?
ということは
You mean you'd rather post anchors on VIP?
の方がいいのか
What does that mean? Okay, anchor. To link to a specific post on message board, usually as a reply. On @channel, this is done by typing post number. Sometimes people exchange an anchor play, a game where a poster leaves a decision to whomever posts with the indicated post number, usually chosen 20 to 30 posts beforehand. For example, 1000 gets to name my firstborn. I see. VIP. At Chandler's new VIP board, although ostensibly for the discussion of news stories, is currently dominated by idle chat threads. Amazing. Yeah, I hate myself for understanding those words. Well, whatever. If it will help you focus on the time leap machine, I'll keep your secret for now. Besides, it's just a matter of time before you make another mistake and reveal your true colors. You don't have to worry about me. Remember that I represent my entire laboratory when we presented our research, even though there were men twice my age on the project. I'm an expert at dealing with people. I'll have no trouble keeping it a secret. Nulpo. What does that mean? I'm not a hardcore memer, so... An old @channel term, first seen on the programming board in 2003. Nulpo is short for null pointer exception, which is an error seen in the Java programming language. When someone announces nulpo, the correct answer is to smack them on the head and say ga. Ga. No. Okay, I'm glad we read the tip before that. That's funny. Kurisu's face gets even redder, and then she falls to her hands and knees in defeat. Ors. I know that one. Yeah, 4chan does a similar thing where it, like, dubs it named by lizards. Quads decides how I am hero. Trips is god, etc. Gotcha. An ideograph depicting a person on all fours. O is the head, R is the arms and torso, and Z is the feet, typically used to express despair, dejection, or frustration. There's no set way to pronounce it. People may pronounce it as orts, orts, ors, or ors. Yeah. I used to use ors like literally all the fucking time. Now I've upgraded to Calmoji, which should make it even bigger. Anyways, just as I thought, @channel is in her blood and bones. She doesn't have a prayer. Receiving mail. I've told you before, remember? We met at an event, and now we're cosplay buddies. Kaede-chan is a university student studying the Sengoku period. She has a super nice figure. Fubiki-chan is the same age as Maishi, and is kind of boyish, but she was really sexy last year in her Seida cosplay. It reminds me of how there's a debate on how to pronounce Doge, whatever, Doge. I think in the case of ors, though, it's just like whatever it seems like, because it's not supposed to be read as a word. Oh. That looks familiar. The fucking nips. Man, I can't place what that's supposed to be. Berato-chan. Maybe it's supposed to be... Oh, to W? Okay. I knew it seemed familiar, but I literally could not place my finger on it. Maybe I should watch 2 Levity so I can get those references faster. As night fell, we tried to activate the phone wave name subject to change again, but as expected, the discharge did not occur. Yawn. Mood. Mandy is at her sewing machine, putting some finishing touches on a costume. She got back earlier this evening, after delivering a different costume to her friend, Fubuki-chan. She's been working on this costume ever since. Come to think of it, she usually heads home around 7 or 8, but today she's still hard at work. Mayuri, go home before it gets too late. Your parents will worry. Same, Mayuri. Yeah, same. Same hat.
大丈
It's
夫だ
okay.
よ。
Oh my
あ
god.
のね、マユシーは今日
Ah,
はここにお泊ま
another
りす
stream.
るのです。
Relix. Hi, Relix. Are you the reason why they came here? Well, thank you. Welcome, Raiders. Ghost Hunter Emmy. Let's go ahead and give you a shout out as fast as I can type my, iPad. Yeah, okay, I got this. I got this. Maybe. Well, thank you, Relux, if so. And thank you, Ghost Hunter Emmy, for rating me. I appreciate it. Oh, you were just playing Fall Guys. How was that? I hope you had fun. To those who have come with Ghost Hunter Emmy, I am Saku, or Sakyu, or even Q is acceptable. I'm a variety streamer. I play, obviously, a variety of games, mostly anime-related ones, like the one we're playing right now, which is Steins. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. I hope everyone enjoys their stay and doesn't get too confused by all the sciencey jumbo, because there's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not big brain enough for this game, but I'm glad that they tend to explain things very thoroughly, so I feel like I do understand. But can I tell anyone? No. But yeah, thank you for the raid, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Yes. Matey, it's okay. I'm gonna stay the night.
Eh?
Really?
本気か?
Just never done that before.
お
Yep.
父さん
I
と
already
お
told
母
mom
さん
and
には
dad.
ね、そう言ってあるよ。
Yes, anime science. I'm sure it makes sense to some. Yeah. I've heard that, like, the science in Steins Gate in particular is supposed to be, like, fairly accurate. So it's just, like, science, and... Ah.
止まって作業を
Are
し
you
てい
saying
く
to
のか?
work on your costume?
そうでもしな
No,
い
it's
と
for it's accurate
お
quantum
見舞い
physics.
に間に合わ
Yeah,
ない
what
ね。
Spooky said. It won't be done in time for Kamima if I don't.
よく
Con
親が許
crunching
可したな。
go burr. I'm surprised your parents let you stay. I never met her parents any number of times. Or no, I have met her parents any number of times. They're as ditzy as Mayuri. But still, I don't think they'd appreciate their underage daughter staring overnight in this dirty lab. She's like a year younger than you, man. Anyways.
やはりこの俺
It must be my
おー、今日の
overwhelming
人望
charisma.
だ
No, wait. That makes me sound like a good person,
mate.
so that can't be it.
人望
I
など
don't
という
think
言葉には
that
ヘドが
means
出
you're
る
a good person.
つまり
But
そう
you
で
know
もな
what?
く
Whatever floats your boat, Intaro. Of course. Mayuri's parents are so afraid of my insanity that they sent me their only daughter as a hostage. God, you're unhinged, man.
通報しました。
Reported. Kirisu. Kirisu calls out from the development room. She's been tinkering with the phone wave name subject to change, but I guess she was listening.
って言われたらどうする?
What would you do if I called the cops on you? Oh, jeez.
裏切るというのなら
I unleashed my right arm
俺
on
の右
traitors
腕が火を吹く
Christina.
ことになるぞクリスティーナ。
はいはい、
Yeah, yeah, 12秒, whatever.
あのね、クリスちゃんも
I
一
told
緒
mom
だ
and
から
dad
って
that Chris Chan would be
説明したら
here. Then they said it was okay.
お母さんもそれなら安心。それってつまり
Wait,
私
so
も
I
泊ま
have
れ
to stay too?
っていうこと？
Yep.
だって
Did you have to work on the phone
レン
wave?
マレンジちゃんの大量で大変なんでしょ？
Mayuri's roped her in.
まあそうだけど
I guess.
このラボに
But
泊ま
I
ると
don't relish
気
the
が
thought
め
of
いるのよね。
spending
主
the
に誰
night
かさ
here.
んのせいで
At least not with a certain somebody around. The name Chris Chan hits different. Yeah, it does. Environment matters, Christina. This is a place of science and research, so you should have no trouble concentrating on your work. Trust the great Hyoin Kyoma. Wow, Nightbot's really going off today, boys. Hi, Nightbot. You can chill a little. Also, it may surprise you to learn that I have equipped this lab with a system that simulates brain function. Huh? So if we were wondering if... What? Nightbot got that triple espresso, yeah. So if you're wondering where my incredible genius comes from, now you know. It's because I sleep in this room every night. This stimulation system of yours, I assume it's been dumping toxic waste in your brain. You sound like an environmentalist zombie. Ah, Mayoshi knows. You're talking about that, right? As a baby barista that just got off work, I did not think about espressos. Good luck with that, buddy. Kurisu comes out of the development room to check what Mayuri's pointing at. This air freshener? Okarin said the smell makes you smarter. He bought it at Akihabou. When was that? About 6 months ago. It was on sale for 500 yen. 5 buckaroos. I'm sorry to think even you don't believe the stuff you say. And besides, this air freshener is empty. Yeah, when I went to buy replacement packs, they had already stopped selling them. Oof. Oh, man. Who has texted us? Paris! Komima. Is Mayushi okay? Tell her to have fun at Komima for me. Yeah, I don't think I can go this year, Nyan. I just don't have the energy, Nyan. I'm completely burnt out. I can hear her voice shouting, "Get up, Joe, Nyan. Someone, save me. The world is collapsing, Nyan." Poor Ferris. What are the options to reply, though? Catman. That's not like you. Pull yourself together. I need your help finding the IBN 5100. Oh, come on. Yeah. I hope that one went off okay. I know it's on the quieter side. Man. My sound alerts have not been loud enough. I don't really know what to do about that. I'll have to look into it. Maybe tomorrow before stream. What happened? Is the organization attacking? Oh no. You're messing with me again, aren't you? Stop making me worry. You heard the yeah? Okay. That's good. Yay. Applied to Ferris. Well, whatever. I was planning to stay either way. I'll join you, my Ivy-san. Really? That's great. Cute. On one condition. Okabe leaves. Oh, ad. Oh dear. Wait. Oh, yeah, because it's Nigiri that's logged in on your guys' TV, not you. Tragedy, tragedy. I guess I'll take advantage of this ad break for most of you to go ahead and get more beverage. I'll be back. return with Doc P. How do you fare with the ads? Back? Alright. Anyways, on one condition, Okabe leaves. Me? Leave? I practically live here. This lab was promised to me by Steins Gate. It's the dwelling place of my soul. We girls are staying here overnight, so you filthy boys need to show respect. Your home isn't even far from here, right? Okarin lives close to Mayashi in Ikebukuro. Why? That's less than 30 minutes by train. Anyway, I'm not going to need your help tonight, so just go home like a good boy, okay? But I refuse. What? Are you planning to molest us? Jesus Christ, calm down, Chris. Shut up, Mongolian spots. I don't have a Mongolian spot. What did you see my butt anyway? I can't leave two young girls here alone. Minors need guardians. But Okarin's a minor too. Yeah, he is. 18-year-old being a minor because Japan. I'll be 20 in less than a year and a half. In other words, Steins Gate has decided that I am an adult. I'm pretty sure that makes you a minor just like us. Chris-chan, I don't think Okarin would do anything bad. Ikebukuro always gives me flashbacks to Dodada. Same, but also like add the occasional reminder that hypnosis might exist because there's a division that is Ikebukuro. But I forget about them constantly, so it's like mostly like Shibuya, Shinjuku that makes me think of Hype Mike. Yokohama too, but also Yokohama makes me think of Bungo Stray Dogs. Yay, anime. I mean, we've been together for more than 10 years, and he hasn't molested me once. But he took you hostage, didn't he? Yep. Actually, I was still his hostage. We should kick him out of the room. Yokohama always makes me think of a motorcycle manufacturer of the same name. Oh yeah, I forget about that. Like, until you said that, even while I was reading that, I was very confused, and then the memory spawned. Yeah, I forget about that because to me, Yokohama is the place first at this point. I sighed deeply and placed a hand on my forehead. You disappoint me, Christina. This lab is a place of science. We are above such petty concerns as sex. If you must speak of these vulgarities, then I'll have to ask you in your Mongolian spot to leave. Looks like that was enough to convince Kurisu. Isn't also a tire brand? A good question. But couldn't it be like the same brand? That's Yamaha. Yokohama doesn't make pianos. Yamaha makes pianos and motorcycles, though. Dummy Catman. I may have just lied about them being a bike brand. Oh. But I could have sworn I remember seeing Yokohama branding on motorcycles. Dirty liar. I think Yamaha is what you were thinking of, Spooky. I don't think you would confuse Yamaha for Yokohama. Well, now I'm waiting in anticipation for Spooky, because now I'm like, what? I'm pretty sure I've seen Yokohama as branding on motorcycles, though. I should know I play with tires. Yeah, you should know, Campman. And Yamaha Instruments and Yamaha Bikes are technically two different brands and have been for a while. They use the same logo though, so like, good enough. Like literally same logo with the tuning forks. Unless they stopped, anyway. Looks like that was enough to convince Kurisu. She gives me a fine gesture as she returns to the development room. So Christina really does have a birthmark on her butt. No! Yeah, nah, I was just thinking of Yokohama liveries on GP bikes. I don't know what that means at all. After working on the phone wave name subject to change for about an hour, I head to a convenience store to buy dinner. Like stickers and whatnot. That might be what I was saying when I was thinking of, like, I'm pretty sure I've seen Yokohama branding on bikes. Dutter hasn't shown his face at all today. He must be busy with that part-time job. I still don't know what he's doing exactly. Livery. The stickers on race cars. Got it. GP Grand Prix. Okay. Probably something that utilizes his super Hakka skills. Time to go buy a Budweiser branded car. Pronounce Grand Prix. That's what I said. I'm pretty sure that's what I said. Whatever. Gonna ignore you now, Spooky. I just hope he steers clear of the law. While walking, I skim @channel on my phone. I think he typed it before you said it. Yeah. And if so, he shouldn't... Yeah, then why bother? Just wait. Like, I know how to pronounce Grand Prix, and you should know that I know how to pronounce Grand Prix. Like, bruh. Titter hasn't shown up lately. I think it's been a week since his last appearance. Should have mispronounced it there just to annoy Spooky. You know what? Yeah, I should have said it. I should have said Grand Prix. Grand Prix. So many options to say it wrong, but only one option to say it right. I wouldn't be annoyed. I'd relish in the irony. Lol, Grand Prix, yes. I've been reluctant to contact him ever since he called me the Messiah in his last email. Right, that was the thing that happened. That was about the same time he stopped posting. Now @Chandler's denizens are busy slandering Titter. The majority opinion is that he ran away. I wonder where Titter went. I tried emailing him the other day, but he hasn't replied. His disappearance is especially worrying now that I think he might be Suzuha's dad. I need to contact him somehow. Just then, a mail arrives. No sender name. The address is one I've seen once before. I've got a bad feeling about this. I pause and take a look around, then I swallow my fear and open the mail. You know too much. Eek. There's an attachment too. I don't like that one at all. It feels as if a cold hand stroked my spine. Yeah, I felt that one too. I hug myself, shuddering at the sight. I delete the email immediately. Yeah. It's happening again. This is bad. Really bad. This is a threat. Was it sent by the organization? By CERN? Does CERN know what we've been doing? Should I report it to the police? Wait, I can't. I just deleted it. And in any case, a picture alone probably isn't enough to get the police involved. Still, maybe I should talk to someone. But who? Not the girls. I can't worry them with this. I'm the adult here, after all. What about Moeka? Good to know she doesn't count as the girls. No, she may be a lab mem, but she's been acting weird lately. Even if I tell her about this, she won't be any use. Suzuha has her father to worry about. I guess that leaves Daru. I need to find out whether CERN has discovered our hacking. What would CERN do if they find out, I wonder? They wouldn't have us killed, would they? Despite my efforts to convince myself that this is just a prank, my feet hurry me back to the lab. I burst into the lab, gasping for air, and quickly locked the door behind me. Finally, I can catch my breath. But just then, I realized that something's wrong. Mayuri and Kurisu aren't here. Did they go home? No, their bags are still here. The lights are still on. The door. When I entered just now, it was unlocked. Would they be so careless? The memory of that threatening email fills me with fear. Don't tell me. Were they kidnapped? Who took them? The organization? CERN? And then I hear a noise. Is that the shower? The lab has a shower inside the dressing room. There's no bath. They can't afford such luxuries. And it's too small to fit more than one person inside. Now I hear the sound of water running. I recall the famous scene from Hitchcock's Psycho. I did think of that briefly too. No. Fresh blood mixing into the water and flowing down the drain. The corpses of two girls sprawled out naked on the tile. The second those images flashed through my head, I slam open the door to the shower room. Is everyone okay? Yeah. What are you doing? I suppose this is the better outcome compared to, you know, the other option. Yeah, no peeking, Okarin. Through the steam, I see the wet, naked bodies of the two girls. Mary squats down while Kurisu bashfully twists her body, trying desperately to hide her unmentionables. Are their faces red because of the heat, or... Sir. You're still alive. I wiped the cold sweat off my brow and sighed deeply. Don't scare me like that. What are you guys doing packed into that tiny shower anyway? Kurisu shoots me a deadly glare. Get out, you perv! Yeah. Whoa! I dodge a bar of soap aimed at my face, then quickly flee the dressing room. Well, I suppose that was all my fault. Mayushi is sad. I feel kinda dirty. Oh no, Mayushi. You're gonna regret this. I'll never forgive you. Damn it. It was just a small misunderstanding. I mean, why the hell did they decide to take a shower? Together! When they knew I was gonna be coming right back. It's like they wanted to be seen. No. No. Bad Rintaro. Spooky, you're subbed again. You know what to do. You know what you must do. You know your civil duty. Ah yes, science and anime. Soon we shall get the circumference of their boobs. Maybe. Only time can tell. Yes, thank you, Spooky. Kurisu especially. After all of that talk about not wanting to spend the night with me around, she sure dropped her guard awfully fast. They're just lucky it was me who walked in on them. What if that had been the organization? I thought that was math. Math and science go hand in hand, Catman. Don't nitpick. Yeah, science is just applied math. Math is a science. Yeah. They need to get serious. We're fighting for our lives here. By the way, I didn't see Mongolian spawning Krisu's butt, naturally. Most things are applied math. True. Anyway, how much longer are they gonna need to shower? Looking at the clock, it's already been more than 15 minutes since I got back. They were yelling at me a few minutes ago, but now I hear laughter and happy squeals coming from the shower room. Sounds like they're having a good time. They get along almost like sisters. Bruh, math is such a useful thing. Like, you know how much things we just know because of math? True. But it's still kind of annoying to, like, do, like, math problems. Wow, Christian, you're so slim. Pamayuri, your breasts are so big, I'm jealous. They're checking each other out, aren't they? Oh yeah, math is annoying for sure. Indeed. I don't think I benefited at all from geometry. True. Same. I'm just saying it's useful. True. It is useful. I can't deny that. In my head, I call up the memory of what I saw in the shower. Wet hair. Beads of water glistening on their soapy skin. Round, full treasures hidden by conveniently placed steam. Other maths are cool. I hated geometry. I personally didn't really like any math at all, to be honest. But, you know. I pulled my phone to my ear. Geometry more like Algebra 2.5. Basic algebra is pretty good. I don't mind basic algebra, but it's still, I don't know. I just don't like doing math, period. Which is funny, because, like, there's a lot of math in, like, art stuff, like composition, even if you don't really think about it. And the same thing with music. I can't escape math. But as long as I don't have to actively think that it's math, I'm good. Like the fact that x can equal an undetermined value. Yeah. It's me. We have a problem. I'm under attack from the Mongolian Spot and Ditzy sisters. They're going directly after my sanity. A bold move against the insane mad scientist Yoin Kyoma. Algebra good, but hell if I remember much. Math is my favorite when it deals with money. You are really, really good at doing money math. Like, I'm low-key jealous, but, like, it's not like I'm bad at it either, just my brain buffers a lot longer than yours does. I also like stats, but I'm not really good with stats. I like to randomly calculate the probability of things, but I really did not like stats, like, as a class. But that could have just been the teachers that I had teaching stats kind of sucked. Money bad? Yeah, money is bad. But that's a different kind of discussion. Yeah, that's what I like to do. Yeah. This is the strongest offensive I've encountered so far. I realize now that vulnerability itself can be a powerful weapon. They're pulling out all the stops, and I don't think my pants can take it, huh? Give in to the temptation? Nonsense. I could never do that. They're fellow lab members, my loyal assistants, and my childhood friend. Must I? Is it truly the will of Steins Gate that I didn't mean to do that? That I give in? That I raise my hand against my closest companions? If so, then how cruel that fates be. His pants definitely pitching a tent. Yeah, it's being very blatant without being very blatant. Oh, sigh. Conquer. After a moment to collect myself, I put away my phone. I need some air. Two days have passed since Kurisu and Mairi came to stay. During that time, Dauri and I have done our best to support Kurisu's work on the phone wave named Subject to Change. According to Daru, it should be easy to use the LHC to generate black holes for our use. Yes, thank you, Spooky. You're so armed now that you have your sub back. Thank you, Dawn, wherever Dawn is at this time. Probably asleep. Yeah, it should be easy to use the LHC to generate black holes for our use. The black holes form at the proton collision point, where the lifter is installed, and exist for only a few seconds before evaporating. During those few seconds, Stern throws the human into the singularity. We'll use those few seconds too. The gravity of a black hole compresses matter to infinite density. Why did I say destiny? I can't read. Oh my god. CERN uses the lifter to keep the compression under control, but we don't want that. We're going to dial CERN's lifter down. Not so much that it endangers the world, of course, but enough to compress our memory data to under 36 bytes. Dutter has been coding the necessary program. As for me, I've been searching for our lifter. The unknown device that pumps electrons into the phone wave named Subject to Change, it keeps our black hole wide open. Not wide open, just open. Why am I adding words? Kurisu couldn't find anything that could serve as a lifter inside the microwave, so it must be something on the outside. We're not sure what that could be, and so far we have no idea where to start looking. Yesterday I consulted Daru about that threatening email. But Daru insisted that there's no way CERN could have discovered his hacking yet. Of course, I had him make doubly sure we hadn't been tracked. His test came back clean. I understand his confidence in his skills, and I trust him. If Daru says they haven't found out, then they haven't. But somehow, knowing that does not ease my anxiety. Ah yes, the units of measure of matter, unity, duty, and destiny. Listen. Oh my god. It's Friday, and although we haven't solved the lifter problem, Kurisu is just about done with the time machine. Anyways, mail. You've got mail. Yukako. Have you gone to any festivals or fireworks shows this summer? Maybe you have plans to go with Mairi-chan later? P.S. I did 22 practice swings with Samidare. Excellent. Friday. Get up on Friday? Huh? What's this option? No, too crowded. I'm being chased by the organization, remember? Last thing I need is a knife in the back. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know Mayuri's plans, but I'm pretty sure she's busy preparing for a different sort of festival soon to take place in Ariake. Ah, gotta get up on Friday. You know, I actually like this reply better. The Komima. Naturally, that means it's time for her to give me something else to worry about. For the final adjustments, we need to use the phone wave. I groan. In other words, we have to cause the electrical discharge phenomenon. There's a risk involved. A risk called Mr. Braun. As we know, the discharge phenomenon causes the entire building to shake. Last time, Mr. Braun threatened to raise or run if it happened again. Kurisu and Daru look at me. It's up to you, Okarin. Take care of it. In other words, you're sending me to die.
あんたの犠牲があって
Your sacrifice
初
will
めて
allow
タ
us
イ
to
ムリープ
complete
用
the
電
time
話レ
leap
ンジが完
machine.
成するのよ
Mr. Braun, more like Brawny. That's kind of the joke to an extent. I don't know where you've been since, I don't know, when he was introduced. Like, episode 4 or 5 of my YouTube uploads. Anyways. Besides, you're always the one who talks to the boss for us. Well, maybe it's time for you to put your lives on the line.
私は無理
I
あ
can't.
の店長
That
さ
girl
ん以
who
前
works
に
there hates
バ
me.
イトから目の敵に
Fine. But hear this. I will not die. Like the immortal phoenix, I will return, no matter how many times it takes. Oh, Hyovin. With that said, I head down to handle things with Mr. Braun.
おかり
Don't die, okay? As I pass through the lounge, Mairi looks up from her costume to see me off. When I step into the store, Mr. Braun, Suzuha, and the Chipmunk are watching some comedy show on the massive 42-inch CRT. Maui. Watching TV at noon without a customer in sight looks like business as usual at the Braun Tube workshop.
おーす
Sup, Okabe Rintaro? The Chipmunk. Yep, that's what he's been calling her for so long, too. I raise my hand in response to Suzuka's greeting. Meow. There is. When I listen to Phantasm songs at times like these, I sink even deeper into the darkness, yeah? Join me, Kyoma. Oh. Give me blood against the guilty? Huh? Give me a deal. The blood against the guilty. Can I keep listening to this while I read everything else? I raise my hand in response to Suzuha's greeting. Nope, I can't. Sad is. I like the little bit I heard though. The Chipmunk, Nai, quickly hides behind her father when she sees me.
この店は
I see you're as busy as ever. Okabe, buy a CRT.
いりません
No thanks.
俺は解雇
I'm not some kind of retro TV otaku. I'd rather buy an
液
LCD.
晶テレビを買いますよ
Wow. I look around the store as I answer. Huh. I just thought of something. Like CERN's Large Hadron Collider, the phone wavenames subject to change must have some kind of electron feed to keep the black hole open. CERN calls this feed the lifter. We still haven't figured out what that is, nor what could be acting as a substitute lifter in our time machine. What if our lifter is somewhere in the shop? Whatever it is must be in close proximity to the phone wave name subject to change. It couldn't work otherwise. Now the Braun Tube workshop is located directly below the lab. Okay, babe, buy me a Trinitron VGA monitor, think? You don't have that kind of money. Come on now, where were you? Where have you been? Could our lifter be a CRT? You've been having a lot of girls over lately, haven't you? Yeah, he has.
バッカと言っても
Just the usual
いつもメン
members.
ツは変わる
私もこの
I
前
was over the other day. Invite me next time, huh? I want to talk to some young girls for a change. Sir. Yikes. Daughter right there.
お父さん
Daddy, that's dirty. Yes, thank you, Nai, for calling it out, Jesus.
違うぞない
Yes,
こ
sir,
れは社会
indeed.
勉強であり、
No, it isn't. It's marketing. Yeah, I'm looking for new customers. Doubt. Massive X. Jesus. Check out the scary looking guy trying desperately to explain himself to his daughter. Hilarious. Yes, thank you, Chipmunk.
そもそもさ、
What do you mean for a change? You talk to me every
私が
day.
若くないみたいじゃん。
若くはない。
You're not young. Look a bit. Suzaha's the same age as Daru and I, which makes her older than Mayuri or Kurisu. By like a year.
なに？
Did you say something, Okabe Rintaro?
事実だろ。
Only the truth.
ないね。
No.
お父さん
Your
が
father is happy as long as he has you.
幸せなんだからな。
うん、分か
Yep,
ってるよ。
I know.
で
But don't
も
say dirty things
結婚っぽい
anymore.
ことは
Okay.
もう言わないでね。
Thank you, Chipmunk. Yes, thank you, Spooky. Holy shit.
もちろん約束するさ。
It's a promise. Then he joins Pinkies with his daughter. Damn, Mr. Braun, you're way off character. That's what I was thinking. How does a guy like him produce a daughter like that? Good question. Naya is one of the kindest, gentlest girls I've ever met. I don't know why she's so afraid of me, though. You're an insane mad scientist? Hello? Anyway, I came here to explain that the building's about to shake. How do I avoid having my head ripped off? How many more earthquakes do you think this building could handle? No, that's way too obvious. An earthquake is coming. My magic eye, reading Steiner, has seen into the future. Escape while you still can. Yeah, that might work.
ね
Hey,
え、
did Sheena
昨日も
Mayuri
シ
stay
ールの
over
止まったの？
yesterday?
ああ、
Yeah,
ってことは、
so
マキセクリス
Makase Kurisu stayed too?
ああ。
Yeah,
二人とも上
they're
に。
both upstairs.
そっか。
Oh. Suzaha's hostility towards Kurisu hasn't abated.
お前の方はどうだ？
And how are you doing?
どうだって？
Huh?
少しは元気が
Are
出
you
た。
feeling better?
あ
Oh,
あ、
yeah, I guess.
うん。まあ
The
ね、
search continues.
捜索を。
あ
Huh?
おいバイト、
What's this about
何の
part-timer?
話だよ。
私、父さんを
I'm
探して
searching
るん
for
だ
my
って。
dad. I
店
told you
長に
before,
も前話し
remember?
たじゃん。
ああ、その
Oh,
話か。
right.
岡
Go
部
find her old man,
探してやれ。
Okabe. Why does he think he can boss me around?
無論だ。
Naturally.
鈴葉はすでに。
Suzaha's a fellow lab member. Leave it to us.
俺。
Suzaha looks at me with a smile that shines through the gloom filling the store. No.
岡部倫太郎って
Okabe Rintaro.
私
We're
と
the
同い
same
年なのに
age, but sometimes you seem a lot older.
なんか年上って感じだ
You
な
really know how to give people strength.
ぐいぐい引っ張ってく
Off to
力
bed?
があるよね
Okay, sleep well, Catman. Thank you for popping in the raid. And I'll see you tomorrow. Quack. Incoming quack. There it goes. Just sleep well, Catman. Catch you tomorrow. Look for your switch. Oh boy, all the head pats now. Goodbye, eternal head pats. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Catman. So many head pads, goodness. Yeah, just a few head pats. Only a few. Totally not 10. That's the first time anyone said that to me. It makes me kind of happy. Of course, I am the great Hyoming Hyoma.
おーい、今日。
Poor Nai. The chipmunk cowers in terror as I unveil my madness. I can see tears pooling in her eyes. I guess my aura is just too powerful for a grade school girl to endure.
岡部、
Okabe.
もし
Next time you scare Naya, I'll
声出して
kill ya.
苗を怯えさせたら殺す。
すみません。
Sorry.
でもさ、
Come here a sec. Suzuha takes my arm and leads me away from the Tenojis. I've gone back to watching TV.
これだけは忠告し
I
と
just
く
want
け
to
ど、
say,
マキセクリスには
be
留意して。
circumspect in your dealings with Makise Kurisu.
留意。
What? Same, buddy, same. Circumspect? Why can't she just say careful like a normal person? Not that I'm one to talk. Yeah, buddy.
またか。
This again?
ただ
Aren't you
の
just
逆恨
being
みだろ。
paranoid? Suzuha shakes her head firmly.
違う。
No.
これは事実。
Her pernicious-ness
私はそれを存知
has
してい
been
る。
proven? What the fuck are these words? Or where are you pulling them out of? Pernicious-ness? Is she saying Kurisu is dangerous? There's something strange about the way Suzuha is talking. It's not just her fondness for uncommon words. There's something else. Something...
あの女の頭脳は危険
Her
すぎる。
genius is a threat.
そう
At heart, she only cares about her
結局あいつ
experiments.
実験のことしか考えてないんだ。
Want to fucking talk Mr. burst into showers because of emails? Okay, listen. Suzuha's eyes are hard, and her voice is as cold as ice. I can tell that she means every word she says.
君たちは利用されてるだけだ
Listen
よ。
to me. She's using you all.
よく聞いて。あの女は
Makase Kurisu's connected to CERN. Ooh. What? No, that's impossible. CERN is our enemy. If Daughter's hacking is discovered, I have no doubt they will do everything in their power to destroy us. How can Kurisu be connected to CERN?
つまり、
You're saying she's a
スパイだと言い
spy?
たいのか。
Suzuha nods firmly.
タイムマシン開発の
But the
功
credit
績
for
も
inventing the time machine was hers. Huh? Again, Suzuha words sound strange to my ears, but I still can't place my finger on why.
だからさ、
Don't let
気
your
を許
guard
しちゃダ
down.
メ。
I don't believe it. I saw Kurisu's anger when she learned what CERN had been doing. She called their actions a betrayal of scientists everywhere. How could someone with such a pure love of science be connected to CERN? A good question. But if what Suzuha says is true, could she be the one who sent that threatening email? I suspected Moeka, but... Yeah. Suddenly, the ground starts to shake. Kurisu started the experiment? But I haven't talked to Mr. Braun yet. Damn it. It's too soon.
おい、こら、岡部
Okabe! Sure enough, veins on Mr. Braun's forehead swell in response to the shaking.
揺らすなって
How
何
many
だったら
times do I
わかんだ
have to tell you
若い
not
娘
to
だろうが
shake
俺は
the
容赦しね
building?
えぞ。家賃1万円アップだ。
I can wait then after well, I'll read it. I will wait patiently for you lovelies to be out of your ad hell. Gotta use it to slap Lou and Nigiri back at her place. But then I won't know when the ads are over. Fine then, I'll just ignore the ad break and just do whatever. Take Nigiri back home safely. How many times do I have to tell you not to shake the building? Cute girls are no. I ain't letting you off. Your rent's going up.
待ってください、
Wait,
ミ
Mr. Braun. This isn't our doing. It's an earthquake. The Majikai, reading Steiner, predicted this would happen. An earthquake? You think I'll fall for that? The shaking gets more intense, knocking over his CRT. Run, Sujan, no! Crap, I can't talk my way out of this one. Okabe, you bastard! Mr. Braun clearly wants to snap my neck like a twig, but he elects to protect his greatest treasure, the 42-inch CRT, instead. He grabs the remote and switches it off, then grabs hold of the TV and hangs on for dear life. Dots. More dots. No.
収まった？
Is it over?
みたいだな。
Looks like it. Wait. It's over? I carefully step through the rubble and take the remote from the dazed Mr. Braun's hand. I press the red power button. The 42-inch CRT instantly comes to life. I stare at the image on the screen and smile. I like that her sprite just disappeared behind him. What's wrong? I've done it. I've done it. This is the lifter. It's so obvious. Why didn't I see it before? Of course. They must be the work of Steins Gate. It chose this moment for a reason. What the hell are you laughing about, Okabe? You're scaring my daughter. I'm raising your rent, you hear? And you're paying for that CRT. A little silence, please, Mr. Braun. This is a most glorious moment, for I have just been chosen as the ruler of all space and time. And he got whacked. God. Stars explode behind my ears as Mr. Braun drives his fist into the top of my head. The world spins. I struggle to get a hold of my shaken brain. You dare lay hands on the greats. Got something to say. Well then, Mr. Braun, put it on my tab. With that, I fly out of the workshop. I rub my head. It hurts like hell. Damn that Mr. Braun. Did he really have to crack me so hard? Crack. Maybe I should report him for assault. I don't know, man. I don't think you'd win that one. Thanks to his brutality, I had to make a strategic retreat. Fortunately, I did not emerge empty-handed. The extra 10,000 yen a month will hurt, but in exchange I have acquired information essential to the success of my plan. All's well that ends well. Okarin! The building just shook. Are you okay? Mayuri and Kurisu appear in the second story window. Looks like you really are unkillable. I have seen the future, Christina. In 3 minutes, you'll be on your knees praising my greatness. I don't think so. I ran up the stairs. How could you miss something so obvious? When I tell Kurisu about the 42-inch CRT downstairs, that is her first reaction. Why are you blaming me? I'm not blaming you. I'm just disappointed that nobody, including myself, noticed. We missed the forest for the trees.
整理すると
To summarize,
さっき2階で
just
電話
now,
レンジカッコ
when
仮
the
を
phone
稼働
wave
させ
name started to
ビルが
change,
揺
it
れ出
shook
した
the
時
building. The
42
42-inch
型のブラウン管テレ
CRT
ビが
was
ついてい
on.
ただがテレビを消すと
But when Mr. Braun turned the
それに
TV
同
off,
期するように
the
して
shaking stopped
揺れも収まった
immediately.
放電現象は途中で
The
強制
discharge
的
was
に中断されたわ
interrupted.
念のために
I
バ
put
ナ
a
ナを入れてお
banana
いたん
in
だけ
just to
ど
be sure.
ゼリーマンには
Nothing
ならなかった
happened.
それはね
I'm glad.
いい
We
ことだ
shouldn't
と
waste
思う
food.
な
Fair.
食べ物を粗末にしちゃダメだよ
Nobody replies to Mairi's off-point statement. We're busy reading about cat-hoed raid tubes on the internet. It doesn't take long before we find something interesting. A cat-hoed ray tube has a component called an electron gun, which uses extreme heat and a strong electric field to accelerate electrons and turn them into a beam. Let's see what the tips list have to say. The area where an electric force has influence. For example, rubbing a balloon and putting it close to your head makes your hair rise due to the influence of the resulting static electric field. I see. The electron beam striking the TV screen's phosphor layer is what generates the picture. An electron gun could certainly work as a lifter.
解は出たわね
We found the answer.
42型ブラウン
The
管が放
electrons
出している
emitted
電
by
子
the
が
42-inch
電話レンジ
CRT
の
are
作り
holding
出し
the
た
phone wave's
リン
black
グと
hole
空点に
open.
干渉していた放電現象は
And the discharge
その影響よ
phenomenon is the result.
夜になると電話
So
レ
the
ンジ
reason
が
we
使え
can't
な
use
くな
the
ったの
phone
は
wave at night
ブ
is
ラウン
because the
管
Braun
工
Tube
房が閉ま
workshop's
ってる時間
closed.
だったからか
The Braun Tube workshop doesn't have an especially strict business hours, but it's usually open from around 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. That matches up perfectly with my observation that the phone wave name subject to change only works between noon and 6 p.m. Though a few instances it hasn't worked during the time frame can be explained by the TV being off.
だが
But how can
ブラ
a
ウン管が
cat-hoed
そんな
ray
に
tube
強力な
emit
電
such a
子を
strong
放出してい
electron
るとは思
stream?
電子量は
It's
強
not
ければ
about
いい
having
と
a
いうわけ
strong
じゃない
electron stream.
そんな単純
If
な問
stronger
題な
were
ら
better, CERN
セ
would
ルン
have
は
solved
と
the
っくに
lifter
問題を
problem
解
long
決している
ago. I see. So it can't be too strong or too weak. By freak coincidence, the 42-inch CRT's electron gun appears to have exactly the right level of electron discharge. That's the only explanation.
まさに偶然の一致
Somehow,
よ
the conditions here were
ここには
perfect to create a
奇
time
跡的に
machine.
タイムマシンができる
Frankly,
環
it's
境
a
が揃ってい
miracle.
た
いや違う
No,
なクリスティーナ
Christina. Not a miracle. Oh god. Not a yawn attack. Not a
全て
miracle.
は
This is the
Steins
choice of
Gate の
Steins
選択だ
Gates. Rather than glare at me as she has so many times in the past, Christy shoots me an exasperated smile.
別に
Whatever
なんだってい
it
いけ
is,
ど
it worked.
えっと
Mary looks up from her costume with a question in her eyes.
つまりね
So,
スーパー電話レン
what do we
ジ
have
ちゃ
to
ん
do
を
to
完成
complete
させる
Super
た
Phone
めに
Wave Chan?
どうすればいいの
原因が究明で
Now
きた
that
な
we
ら
found the
恐れ
cause,
ることはない
there's nothing left to hold us back.
あの大きなブラウン
We
管
can
がつい
safely
ている
conclude
時
that time leaping
タイム
is
リープは
possible
可能に
when,
なるという
and
解
only
を
when,
導ける
that television is on.
さっき中断された
We
最
should
終
probably
調整
test
も
it,
含め
right?
てさ
And there's still the
もう一回
final
は
check
実験が
of the
必要じゃね
of the phone wave to do.
そうね
You're right,
岡部
Okabe.
なんだ
What?
もう一度下に
Go
行って
downstairs and
あ
turn
の
that
ブラウン
TV
管を
back
つけてき
on.
て
That's hilarious, Christina. Allow me to dub that
ミッション
Mission Impossible. I'm not going back down there. My head still hurts from last time. Next time, I doubt I'll make it out alive.
いいから
Whatever.
さっさと
Just
行きな
go
さいよ。
already. Kurisa orders me with a sour look. It's like I'm the assistant here.
あんたならできるって
If anyone can do what it's
さっき
you,
だってすごい
you
発
made
見
an
してきた
amazing
でしょ
discovery just now, didn't you? Assistant mine. Have you finally recognized my greatness as a mad scientist?
いいえ
No.
あ
Ah. Damn, that was harsh. Oh, whoops. I was supposed to flatter him so he'd feel like going,
はいって言っ
right?
ておくべきだったというわけで
Yes, you're an amazing mad scientist.
遅いわ
It's too late.
リフターの代替装置が見つかった
Now
今
that we found the
タイムリー
lifter,
プマ
the
シン
time
が
leap machine is
99%
99%
出来上がってる
complete. Kurisu's expression suddenly turned serious, but I can see the hunger in her eyes and the flush of excitement on her cheeks. She knows that we stand on the threshold of a new age in science, and she cannot resist the lure of the unknown. She's a true scientist, no doubt about it.
このラボの
It's your dream,
夢でしょ
isn't it? To
Time
invent
machine
a
は
time machine? Or dream. I never really thought about it that way. Which is right, my hands are shaking. Not from fear of Mr. Braun, but from excitement. I will become the undisputed Lord of Time. With that power, I will shout at the system and chaos will rule the...
岡部
Okabe. Kurisu interrupts my speech.
私は法王院
I
じゃ
wasn't
なくて
asking Hyoing
岡部
Hyoma.
の意見
I
が
was
聞きたい
asking Okabe. Thoughts. Thoughts. She spears me with her gaze. I meet it head on. After a few moments, I feel my mouth curve into a smile.
上等だ
I'll do it. Leave it to me.
俺に任せるがいい
With that, I head downstairs. I crack the skull with an empty wallet or a small price to pay for science. Kurisu and daughter send me off with applause for some reason. Mairi is the only one who looks worried, but I pat her head in reassurance. No, give her the head pats. When I get downstairs, Suzuha and the chipmunk are sitting side by side on the bench outside.
ウィス
Sup? Thoughts. Naya gives me a quick bow, then hides behind Suzuha.
店長さっき
Oh boy,
めちゃくちゃ
mail.
機嫌悪くなっちゃってさ今ナイ
Likako,
ト退避中
you and Mayuri-chan don't go places together? You're both lab members, and I heard you were childhood friends, so I thought... I'm sorry if I misunderstood. P.S. I did 30 practice swings with Samidare. Amazing. That shaking upstairs put the boss in a bad mood. Naya and I are waiting it out. Damn, I really don't want to go in there.
さっき
Um,
思い
are
っきり
you
こっち
okay?
されてたけど
Dad hit you pretty
大丈
hard.
夫
この俺の
I'll have you know that my brain is more valuable than the Mona Lisa. Your father may have set humanity back 100 years by wiping out my brain
一
cells.
体何億個のニューロンが死にたい
それは惜しい人
Such a
を亡くした
regrettable
な
loss. Suzuha clasps her hands in solemn prayer. I'm not dead, just my brain cells. Me on a regular basis.
ごめんなさい
I'm sorry.
お父さんが
Daddy did something bad.
こんな衝動的
Chipmunk. What a gentle heart you have. I can't believe she has Mr. Braun's daughter.
案ずるな
I suppose I share some of the blame. Your father and I are even.
お相手だ
Naya smiles slightly at my words of comfort.
時にバイト選手
Now then, part-time
お
warrior,
前に協力
I have a request of you.
ミスター・ブラウンの
I need you to distract Mr.
5
Braun
秒
for
でいいから
about 5
助けておいてもらい
seconds.
たいな
Suzuha's eyes start to shine.
色仕掛けだ
You mean seduce him? She flexes her bicep for some reason.
触ってみ
Go on, touch it. She insists, so I poke it. It's just as hard as her confidence suggests. She's probably stronger than me. But I don't understand what flexing has to do with seduction.
誰も色仕掛けをしろと
Nobody said anything about seduction.
お前がや
It
りたい
doesn't
と
matter
言う
how
の
you
か
do it.
それぐらいできなきゃ
I'm not much of a warrior if I can't handle that. Besides, you said you'd help me search for my father, right? I'm only returning the favor.
だから私も
なる
I see.
ほどならば
Then I'll
選
leave
手
it in your capable hands.
任せるぞ
Okie dokie.
鈴葉をね
Suzuha, don't be mean to Daddy, okay?
いじめ
Don't
たりし
worry.
ないって
I won't be mean.
いかに
Indeed. I want to complain that he's the one being mean, but I just said we were eating, so I refrained.
苗はここで待って
Wait
て
here, Nai. The chipmunk nods. When we enter the store, we find Mr. Braun cleaning up the pieces of the broken CRT. When our eyes meet, another vein pops on his forehead. If you come to apologize, I'll listen. But your rent's going up. Understand?
先ほどは失礼し
I'm
ました
sorry about what happened. I
こちらも気が動
overreacted.
転していたのでねそこで
As a
謝
token of
罪の意を込め
apology,
て
my lab's
我がラボ
representative,
を代表し
Amane,
ここにいる
yeah,
アマ
Amane
ネ姿が
Suzuha, would like to present
Mr.
you
Brown.
with a gift.
あなたに
店長
Boss,
刮目
get
せよ
ready! With a vigorous shout, which in no way seems appropriate for seduction, Suzuha whips off her jacket and... Yeah! Throws it into Mr. Braun's face. Wah. I can see her bra. Oh, jeez. Okay. No, wait, that's not a bra. It's a tight tank top that leaves her midriff bare. Yet Suzuha shows no sign of embarrassment as she rushes Mr. Braun. She slips behind him, grabs her coat, and pulls it tight against his face.
岡部倫太郎
Okabe Rintaro, now's your chance. Now just wait a second. Is this your idea of seduction? It looks like you're trying to suffocate him.
早く
Hurry! Mr. Braun flails his arms, trying to escape Suzuha's restraint. There's a huge difference in strength between the two. It's only a matter of time before he shakes Suzuha off.
よくや
Well
った
done,
先生
warrior. Your
お前は
heroism will be
永遠に心に感
remembered.
謝する
Realizing that the only choice is to go for it, I dash to the counter, grab the remote, and switch on the 42-inch CRT. After about 2 seconds, an image appears on the giant screen. At the same time, the ceiling starts shaking. Kurisu activated the phone mode, and was subject to change with perfect timing. Mechanic's muffled sounds, oh my.
また揺れてる
It's shaking again.
Okabe
Rintaro. What's going on? Did she really take off her clothes without knowing why?
助かったぞバイト先
You're a
生
lifesaver, part-time warrior. If you can, keep your percent for 10 more seconds. During that time, I escaped from the store. Thoughts. Outside, Nai is following earthquake drill procedure, crouching while protecting her head. I ignore that and look up to the second floor. At exactly the same time, Kurisu appears in the window and gives me a happy thumbs up. But a second later, she blushes, shoots me a glare, and disappears inside as if nothing happened. What's with her attitude? I'm risking my life here. In any case, the experiment was a success. The 42-inch CRT was the key, as I suspected. Now, how do I explain this to Mr. Braun? I don't want him to kick us out of the building. Perhaps I shouldn't have left it to Suzuha. I timidly peek into the store to gauge the situation.
ちょっと
Come on,
店
boss.
長
Give me back my
私の服
jacket.
返してよ
Suzuha is there, fidgeting her tank top in her tank top as Mr. Braun glares down at her.
うっせえ
Shut up.
これは
I'm
没収だ
confiscating this.
この変態
You pervert.
変態はおめえ
You're
だ
the
ろうが
pervert throwing your shirt in my face like some kind of dancer.
俺
That
の
was
顔面
pretty
に押し付け
kinky.
てくるとは
Gotta remember to thank
大し
Okabe
た
after I
プレ
kill
ーだ
him.
ぜ
Oof.
岡部に
Oof,
感謝し
sir.
ねえとな
Stop. Get
プレイとか言わ
kinky?
ないでくんないか
Don't
な
say things like that. It's
キモい
gross.
とにかく今日は一
Anyway,
日
you can
そ
work
の
like
格
that
好
for
で
the
仕
rest
事
of
し
the
やがれ
day. Go stand out front and use that flat tummy of yours to attract
なん
customers.
なら店の前で客
苗に言いつける
I'll
の
tell Naya on you.
はは
Who's she gonna
あなた
believe?
はおめえより
You
俺
are
の
her
言
old
葉を
man.
信じるだろうよ
Probably
何し
her,
ろ
to
俺
be
の
honest.
娘だからな
そう
Damn. No problems here. Suzuha's seduction strategy worked, I guess. Mr. Braun, what a guy. A little while later, I'm laying on the sofa watching high school baseball. Kumamoto and Aichi are locked in a fierce struggle for the playoffs. Just then the clack-clack of the sewing machine in the lounge suddenly stops. Okarin, can you come here? She motions to me while holding the costume. What does she want? I walk over to her. Can you hold this for me? Spread it out like flap. Mayushi, say flap again. Stop. Flap. I got a flap. Stop. Daru, Jesus. Stop it already, perv. I follow Yamari's directions and spread the costume out by the sleeves. She inspects it from a few paces away. It's hard to believe given her usual ditziness. Mayuri is really serious about her art. That's why cosplayers value her costume so highly. The costume I'm holding now is custom made for Lukako. I thought Lukako was against it, but I guess Mayuri managed to persuade her. Okay, thanks. Mayuri looks tired. She's been working all night. But that doesn't dim the brightness of her satisfied smile. Finished!
完成か
It's done. Yep, I finished before Chris-chan. We were racing.
負けたわ
You win, Mayuri. Congratulations. Damn you, assistant. She treats me and Daru like garbage, but Mayuri gets the sisterly touch.
でも
Actually,
もう終わ
I'm
り
just
よ
about finished too. Kirisi, whoops,
完成
connects the two cords she's holding. Done. Celebration is in order. But nobody cheers. It's a tie. Man, I'm tired. I want Ferriston to comfort me. Honestly, I don't feel like cheering either. And it's not because I'm tired. We worked around the clock for 3 days straight to finish the time weight machine. But now that it's complete, I realize that part of me never truly believed it would happen. I feel my enthusiasm cooling rapidly, the fire quenched by one stark question. What do we do with it? I look at Kurisu. She, too, seems less than enthused.
私たち
We may have created a
ひょっとすると
monster here.
とんでもないものを作っちゃったかも
I
し
look
れ
at
ない
the improved fun wave name subject to change again. What I miss? Good question. You left off when, Okabe was tasked with figuring stuff out with, Mr. Braun so he can, and the others can do the thingy, right? I will wait for your reply. Presumably Crest set off the machine too early? Nope. So they found out what the lifter was. The lifter was the 42-inch CRT that Ron uses to watch television on clock. So that's what happened. And misadventures ensued to confirm that fact. And now Mayuri has finished making costume, and Kurisu has finished making the improvements for the phone wave. So, yeah. Anyways, I think that catches you up to speed. I look at the improved phone wave name subject to change again. The biggest change is the headgear attached to the Y68000. It looks like something out of a low-budget cyberpunk movie. Fortunately, we don't need nerve jackets or brain chips for it to work. You just need it on and let the sensors do the rest.
とりあえず
Why don't we decide what to call it first?
Heavenly Express.
I vote Heavenly Express.
電話レンジ
Phone Wave
3rd
Edition
edition
version
バージョン
1.00.
帽子付き電話
Silly hat phone wave chat. No consensus.
あんたたちって本当に
You guys
能
have
天
too
気
much
ね
free time.
クリスティーナは
Does that mean you're abstaining from the vote?
タイ
Time
ムリー
leap
プマシン
machine.
これはひどい
That's terrible.
Nani
Come
yo?
on. Simple
Simple
is
is
best,
best desu.
right? I mean, that's what Okabe's been
Okabe
calling it for the
datte
past 2
そのネーミングで呼んでたし。
days.
助手はネーミング
Looks like my
センス
assistant
ゼロ
has zero naming sense.
中二病
I
丸出
don't
し
want
の
to
あ
hear
んた
that
に
from a
言われたく
Chunibyo
ない
head case like you.
おお
Oh,
ま
so
さか
Maka says she knows the word
中二病って言
Chinubyo.
葉を知
My
ってる
sense your
とは
otaku level is quite
やるじゃん
high. I heard it from her friend. I have no idea where it comes from. Ha, a bald-faced lie. She should just confess to being an @channeler. Kirise meets my grin with an icy glare.
マユリ
It's up to you,
最終
Mayuri.
決定権者として
Choose one.
どれか一つ選んでくれ
Whenever the lab is divided on a name, the right to decide belongs to Mayuri.
タイムリープ
I think Time Leap Machine is fine.
帽子付き電話
Silly Hat Phone Wave Chan is super close
すご
though.
く迷ったけど
眉氏のことだか
Somehow
ら
I
そう
knew
なる
she'd
と
say
思っ
that.
たぞな
だから言ったでしょ
Like I said,
Simple is
simple
best
is
だって
best.
マユ
Mayuri
リはよ
gets
くわか
it.
ってる
I want to object, but it's an unwritten rule not to complain once Mayuri made a decision. Very well. Time Leap Machine it is.
助手
Assistant,
全員に
explain
分かる
for
よう
us
に
how
この
how the
タイ
Time
ムリー
Leap
プマシン
Machine
の仕組みについ
works.
てレクチャーしてくれ
I know the basics, but I want to hear details. Kirisia nods and stands in front of the whiteboard.
一言で言うと
In short,
これは
this
記
device
憶をデー
converts
タ化
memories
し
to
て
data
リング
and
得意
sends
点
them
を
to the
通過させ
past.
過去へ飛ばす電話レンジには偶
Let's
然に
begin
も
with what we all
タイター
know.
が語った
By
タイ
free
ムマシンと
coincidence,
ほぼ
the
同
phone
じ
wave
機能
is
が
able
備え
to
られてい
produce
た
ring singularities, much like John Titter's time machine.
リング得意点を生み出し
Through the ring
そのトンネ
singularity,
ルを通
we're
って
able to send up
過
to
去へと
36 bytes
36
of
バイ
data
ト
to
プ
the
ラスアルファの
past.
データを局所化して
The signal can
つまり
only be received by
過去のど
phones.
こへ到
While
達
that
する
does
かに
limit
つ
the
いて
range
は
of effect,
携
it
帯
also
電話に
removes
限
an
定する
element
こ
of
とでクリアした
uncertainty from the equation.
D メールと違って
Unlike
今回は
T-mails,
電話をかけ
memory
る
data
形
is
にし
sent
た
in
か
the
ら
form of a
メ
phone
ールアドレ
call.
スじゃなくて
So we will be using a
電話
phone
番号によっ
number,
て
not an
局所
email
化指定すること
address,
に
to
なる
set the destination.
生み出されたリング得意
The
点
ring
の超重力
singularity
を安
is
定
made
させ
naked and stable by a
裸にする
device
ため
known
の
as the
電
lifter.
子注入
In
装
our
置
case, that's the
リフターの
42 inch
役割は
CRT
配下の
downstairs.
42型ブラウン管がそれを
She's
担って
explained the basics. Next, she'll explain the modifications she made to the phone wave, named subject to change, into a time leap machine.
電話レンジには
The
新た
phone
にヘ
wave
ッ
now
ドギア
has
を接
headgear
続した
attached. Little face.
これによって側頭
The
部
headgear records
正
the
確に言う
nerve
と海馬の
impulses in the temporal lobe of
CA3 に
the
蓄
brain.
積されている
Specifically,
記
the
憶の神経
CA3
パルスパ
region
ター
of
ン
the
を操作するの
hippocampus, where memories are stored. Oh boy, we're getting into the big boy terms again. The hippocampus is divided into 3 histological sections, CA1, CA2, and CA3. CA refers to the name given to hippocampus by anonymous Gungrot in 1742, Cornel Almanus, the Horn of Amun. I see.
その解析データは
Then using
VR
VR
技術を用い
technology,
て
we encode the
神
nerve
経パルス
impulses
信号
into
から
electrical
電気信
signal
号へと
data.
エンコードしで
データ容量はおよ
It
そ
comes out to approximately
3.24 テラだ
3.24 terabytes. 3.24 terabytes. It's less than I expected. We're talking about the entirety of a person's memories.
ちなみにこのデータに
By
は
the way,
あらかじめ
we'll set it up
次
so
元
the
式の
data
デコードプロ
decodes
グラムを使って
automatically after a certain amount of time.
これはプログラムに
Anybody
詳しい
well
人
versed
な
in
ら誰で
programming
も
can
でき
do
るものよ。
this. I had Hashida
橋田
make
に
the
プ
code.
ログラムを作ってもらった。この電気信号デ
Anyway,
ータを
next we sent the
ネットを通し
memory
て
data through the
フラン
net
スにある
to,
セルン
to
の
the LHC
LHC
in
へと転送。
France. The building has a direct line to CERN for some reason, so we can transfer data at insanely high speeds.
3.24 テラ
How
の
long
デー
does
タを
it take
転
to
送する
send
のにかかる時
3.24
間は
terabytes of data?
直通回線は1本だけ
We
じゃ
have
なくて
64 direct
64
lines
本
in
が束
parallel,
になって
so
る
if we
んだ。
send it in
だから
64
64
parts,
だいたい45
it
秒
should
ぐらいでい
upload
け
in
ると
about
思われ
45
る。
seconds. That's pretty fast.
LHC を遠隔操作
Next,
して
we hijack
ミ
the
ニブラックホールを
LHC,
作ったら
create a mini
そ
black
の周
hole,
辺で
and
生み
use
出
that
される
black
超
hole's
重力によ
supergravity
り
to compress
無
the
限
data
圧縮
into
を利用して
36 bytes.
データを36バイトまで
3
圧縮
terabytes
する
is about 3 trillion bytes. Compressing that into just 36 bytes. That's one hell of a squeeze.
圧縮にも時間がか
Will
か
the
るのか
compression take long?
こっちは一瞬
It's
何し
practically
ろブラックホールの
instantaneous.
力使ってる
23
から
milliseconds
だ
or,
いたい
or
23ミリ秒でい
thereabouts.
け
We're
る。
using a black hole after all.
ちなみにバイ
By
ナ
the
リデ
way,
ータの
the
超圧
compression
縮は
only holds
ミ
in
ニブ
the
ラックホール
immediate
周辺
vicinity
での
of
み
the
有
black
効よ
hole.
そ
Once
こ
the
から
data
離れた
leaves
時
that
点で
area, it will
デ
begin
ータ
to
は勝手に解答を
decompress
始
on
めて
its
しまう
own.
解答までにかかる時間も
This, too,
圧縮時
takes
と同じ
23
23
milliseconds.
ミリ秒
その間に
It has made it
LHC
back
から
to
この
the
ペケロッ
by
パを経由して
68,000 and
電
into
話
the
レンジま
phone
で
ring
戻さ
within
ない
that
といけない。
window.
まあ36
It's
バ
only
イトプラス
36
アルファ
bytes.
程度の
Shouldn't
デ
be a
ータなら
problem.
楽勝でもある。
クリスティーナ続け
Continue, Christina.
タイムリープマシン側では
While the
起
data
動
is
と同時
being
に
compressed,
カー
we
ブ
use
ラ
the
ックホ
phone
ー
ring
ル
to
効果が
generate
発
a
生して
curving
リング
singularity.
特異点が生
When
成
the
され
electron
る
discharge phenomenon occurs,
放電
we
現象
take
が
the
発生したら
36 byte data,
LHC か
patch
ら
it in,
リング特異点内を
and
通
send
り
it
抜
to
け
the
させる
past.
この辺は電話レ
This
ンジ
part
で
is
やる
just
ことは
like
同
a
じ
D-mail.
データはタイ
The
マーに
data
入力
travels
してお
to
い
the
た時間
specified
分を
time,
遡
but
り
arrives at the
過去の携帯
recipient's
電話へ
phone.
とつながるリング特異点を通り抜けて
By now,
過去
23
の携帯電
milliseconds
話
should
に
have
到達する
passed,
頃には
so the data will be
23
fully
ミリ秒が経過
decompressed.
してデータは回答と同時にデ
Next,
コードプログラムが
the
展開して
decoding program
電気
runs,
信号から神
converting
経
the
パルス
data
信号
back
に戻
into
す
nerve impulse signals. 3.24 terabytes is so tiny nowadays. I mean, I guess.
受信先の携帯電話
These
に到
signals are
達すると
discharged from the
神
phone's
経パルス
earpiece
信
at
号は
approximately
通話口から
0.02 amperes.
0.02アン
Pretty
ペアほ
weak
どの
charge.
微弱な方これが携
If the
帯電話を
recipient
耳
has
に
the
当て
phone
てい
to
る受
his
信者
ear,
の
they should go
こめ
straight
かみ
into
付
his
近に
brain,
放射されるわけ
受信者が電話の呼び出し
assuming
に出
he
るのが
answers the phone.
でなければ
If
記
he
憶の転
doesn't,
送
the
は失
transfer
敗に終わ
fails.
る
Fortunately,
まあ
we lose nothing
この
but
場合
that
は
copy
特
with the
にデメリ
memory
ットは何
data.
もないわ
メールではなく
Why a phone call instead of
電話
an
を書くこ
email?
とにした理由は
携帯電話が受
Because we
信
need
者
the
のこめかみ
recipient to
付近にあ
put
る
the
ことで
phone to his
デ
ear.
ータを受信者
Otherwise,
の
the
側
signals
頭葉
won't
に
reach his
送り込みやすくなる
temporal
から
She indicates the side of her head.
人間のこめかみ周
In
辺
this
には
area, you have
大
the
脳前
frontal
頭
lobe
葉
and
と
temporal lobe
大
of the
脳
brain.
側頭葉が位
As I
置してるん
explained
だけど
before, the
最初に言った通
hippocampus,
り
where memories are
側
stored,
頭
is
葉は
inside the
海馬
temporal
傍回
lobe.
があってそこに送
The
信
phone
者
sends
の全
our
記憶の
out
塊である
electrical
神
impulses
経
that
パル
pass
ス
through
信
the
号が
temporal lobe
携
and
帯
into the
電話から放射される
hippocampus, overriding
こ
the
れで
recipient's
記憶の上
memories.
書きは完了同時に携
At the
帯電
same
話からは
time, the phone
前頭
sends
葉を刺
impulses
激
that
する
stimulate
神経
the
パルス
frontal
信号
lobe
を
as
戻す
well.
わ
This is
これ重要
important.
前頭葉から側頭
Remember
葉
that
へ
the
は
frontal
ト
lobe
ッ
is
プダウン記
responsible
憶
for
検
sending
索信号
retrieval
というのが
signals to
発
the
信されて
temporal
る
lobe.
こ
This
れ
is
は
how you remember
記憶を思い
things.
出すとき前頭葉を刺激する神経パルスを
By
放射する
stimulating
こと
the
で
frontal lobe,
この
we force it
ト
to
ップ
send
ダウン記
retrieval
憶検
signals
索信
key
号
to
を
the new
意
memory
図的に発
data.
信させる
Like it's a decent amount of storage, but it doesn't take a lot of media to fill it up, especially video games. But even storing movies and music would eat it up pretty fast. I mean, yeah, but still.
これによって
Thus,
送信者から送られ
the
た全記
recipient
憶を
recalls all of
受
his
信者に
memories
強
as if
制
they
的
were
に
his
思い
own.
出させるという作用。未来の記憶を
Which, of course,
思
they
い出すの
are,
よ。
or will be in the future.
それに必要な時間は
This happens in less
1
than a
秒に満た
second.
ない。結果受信者は送信者と全く同じ記憶を持つ状
Now the
態となり
recipient has the same
タ
memories
イ
as
ム
the
リープは
sender.
完了。
The time leap is complete.
例えば送信
If
者
the
と受
data
信者
came
の時間
from
差
one
が
week in the
1週
future,
間ある
the
場合
recipient will remember
受信
that
者
week
は
as if he
1週
experienced
間
it
後の未来まで
firsthand.
に自分が体験した記憶を注意すべきなのは
We need to be
意
aware
識や
that
人格は転送
consciousness
し
and
ないということ。
personality aren't transferred.
その2つは
Both of those
受
depend
信
on
者
the
に依存す
recipient.
る。
おっぱいに例えて教え
Explain
て
it with
くれ
boobs. Daru. Bruh.
お
But boobs? Kiryu dissolves into a blushing, stammering mess. Looks like it's up to me to answer Daru's question. Not with boobs, obviously.
現在のダルの記憶を
Let's say we send your memories
小
to
学
you
生の
in
頃の
grade
ダルへ
school.
と転送した。今のダルは
Right now, you're some kind of omnisexual pervert who thinks inanimate objects are
小
hot.
学生時代
But in
まだ
elementary
まだ
school,
無邪気な放
you
たれ言葉だったはず
were still an innocent child.
小学校時代の僕
I
は
was a boring little
それ
bastard
は
who did
真
nothing
面目な
but
クソガ
study.
キでした
What of it?
何か
つまり
Basically, that little bastard would suddenly have all your perverted
意
memories,
識
but his
人格は
personality wouldn't
その真面目
change.
なクソガキのままと見た目は子供
It's not like you'll become that famous anime detective with the looks of a child and the brains of an adult Detective Conan.
なんだつまら
What?
ん
That sucks. This isn't like the time leaping you see in sci-fi novels, who aren't yet capable of transferring personality and consciousness. Ahem.
携帯
Since you need a
がブラ
phone
ック
to
ホール
receive
と
the
ホワイトホ
signal,
ールのよ
you
う
can
な
only
役
send
割を果
memories
た
to
す
the
から
times you had
記憶を
one.
くれるのは注意すべきなのは
We also need to make sure that the sender and recipient are the
同
same
一人物で
person.
なければならないということ。例えば過
If
去の
someone
自分
besides
で
your
はな
past
く
self,
親や
parents,
友
or a
達が
friend,
代
for
わりに出て
instance,
しまった場
it's just the
合
phone.
神
And
経
the
パル
nerve
ス信
impulse
号は
signals will be
そ
projected
の
into
親や
their
友
brain
達に向けて
instead.
放射される。そうなると
If that
親や友
happens,
達
your
の体
memories
に
could overwrite
送信者
theirs,
の記憶
which would
が
obviously
上書き
cause
さ
some
れてしまう。
serious
下手をすると重大な人格障害が
cause
起きるか
serious
もしれない。
damage to their psyche. Kurisu ends her explanation and takes a short breath. The lab falls into silence. I exchange glances with Kurisu and Daru. I look at Mayuri, but her expression is blank. I guess it was too complicated for her.
それで
So, I clear my throat. It's time for the $1,000,000 question.
どうする
What do we do with it?
どうするって
Do with what?
タイムリープマ
The
シン
time
の
leap
扱い
machine,
につい
of
て
course. What do we do with it? Dots. For once, my assistant has nothing to say. We already know what she fears we've created a monster. I can't read. I already know that she fears we've created a monster. Honestly, I feel the same way. After a few moments, Kurisu finally speaks.
私たちの手に負える代物
It's
じゃ
too
ない
much
の
for
は
us
確
to
かに。
handle, that's for sure.
一番無難
The
なのは
safest thing would be to
研
hand
究
it
機
over
関に
to the
譲渡して
government for professional
国家プロジェクト
research.
扱いにしてもらうことね。
I can tell that she's not pleased to have reached this conclusion. She obviously would prefer to experiment with this technology. They didn't explain the time machine with tits, though. They avoided that. Spooky. After all, it's humanity's first time machine. We've finally taken our first steps towards godhood. I'm sure that the nations of the world would pay billions for just one look at our machine. The possibilities that it represents are limitless.
実感がわかない
It just doesn't feel real.
マユシーもわかんないよ
Mayushi doesn't get it.
いやマユシは何も
That's
手
because
伝
you
ってない
didn't
からっ
work
しょ
on it, Mayushi. Oh,
そうだ
right.
岡部の意見は
What about you,
ちなみに
Okabe?
法
And I
院じゃ
mean
なくて
you, not
Okabe
Hyomi
の意見ね。
Hyoma. I agree with Kurisu that the time leap machine is dangerous. On the other hand,
実験してみたい気持ちはある
I want to experiment. I state my honest feelings. Kurisu gasps.
だが
But there are still
実際に
questions
タ
we
イムリ
need
ー
to
プを行う
answer.
には問題が多すぎる。
This is unknown territory, not just for us, but for all of humanity.
誰が
Who will time
タイ
loop?
ムリープするんだ。
I look to each of the lab members in turn. Daughter quickly looks away. Mayuri's expression is blank. Kurisu stares right back at me.
誰って決めるのは
It's
難し
hard
い
to choose.
僕はパス。
I'll pass. Thoughts. Not a single person here wants the honor of being history's first time traveler. Everyone, except for Mayuri, is probably thinking about what could go wrong. What if the time leap were to fail?
シルンのタイムマシンみたい
It's
に
not like Soren's
ジェ
time
リーマン化
machine.
する可能
The
性はゼロよ。
possibility of becoming a jelly man is zero.
このマシンで送るのは
This
データ
machine
であっ
sends
て
data, not the
実
real
物じゃないんだ
thing.
から。タイムリープに対する
Don't
先
let
入
your
観にとら
preconceptions
われないで。
influence your decision.
まるで意識そ
You
の
might
もの
say
を
it's like
カ
a
ッ
cut
ト
and
ペ
paste
ー
of
ス
your
トするよう
brain.
に思われるかもしれない
That's
け
what
ど
I was thinking the entire time. I was surprised that that didn't come up sooner.
そうじゃなくて
Actually,
あく
it's
ま
more
で
like
も
a copy
コ
paste.
ピーペー
And
ス
it's
トなの。
just your
し
memories.
かも記憶だけはね。オリジナルが消え
The
ることは
original
ない。
doesn't get erased. That's a very easy to understand example. But that's not the problem. Time flows in a straight line from past to present to future. At least that's how most humans see it. This raises several questions.
過去へ転送したデータ
What
が
if there's an error somewhere and the data itself gets
フラクタル
fractalized?
構造化してしまう。もし仮に
Let's say I
俺が
send my
1時間前
memories
へ
an
タ
hour
イムリープ
into
した
the
として
past.
フラクタル構造化
My
により
memories would be
ス
replaced
カ
by
スカになった記
fractalized
憶データ
data.
が
In other words,
1時間
data
前の
full of
俺の脳に
tiny
ぶち込まれるかも
holes.
しれない。それは
Couldn't that
一種
cause
の記憶
memory
喪失
loss?
と同じ状態になりかねないのでは。
かもね。
I suppose.
もしそうなった場合、
1 hour later,
その
we
1時間後には
arrive
現
once
在
again
に
at the
到達すること
present.
になる。
At that time, the me who lost his memories an hour ago and the current me
1
is
時間
conflict
遡
in
っ
my
た
brain.
記憶喪失のどちらのデータが生き残
What
る。
data set survives?
理屈で考えれば
Logically,
前にコピー
the
が移さ
present
れ
should
た時
change
点
as soon
で
as you send your
今も変化
memories
す
to
る
the
から
past. The conflicting current me disappears then.
それはつまり
So then, it's not a
コピ
copy
ー
and
ペー
paste
スト
at
では
all,
ないというこ
is
とに
it?
ならないか。
わからない。
I don't
未
know.
だかつて
No one's ever
時間を
experimented
超
time
越した
travel
前例なんて
before.
一つもないから。
D メールでは
When we send a D-mail, the
世界は
world is
改変後に沿って
reconstructed based on the change we
再構成
made
さ
to
れ
the
た。
past. I'm the only one who's aware of this, however.
タイムリープしてどう
We
なる
don't
か
know
わ
what happens when you
か
time
らない
leap.
のよ。タイターが言うように
If it
多
isn't
世
the
界
many
解釈な
worlds
ら
interpretation
タイム
like
リープ
Titter
した時
said,
点で
then the
別
instant
の
you
世界
time
線に
leap,
分岐
it
する
creates two
可能性と
possibilities.
同
One
じ
where
世
you
界
shift
線
to
のま
another
ま
world
時間
line,
だけを
and
遡
one
る
where
可
you
能
travel
性が
back in time on
同
the
時に
same
存在
world
すること
line.
になる。と同時に
Of course,
現
there
在の岡部
must
が
also
消え
be
な
a
い可
world
能
line
性
where the
の世
current
界
you
線も
doesn't disappear.
当然存在し
That
てい
would
るわけ
likely
で、
correspond to the present
おそ
that
らく
we're
この
experiencing
現
right
在は
now.
それに該当することになる。
That's fair, Mayuri. But that's only if the many worlds interpretation holds in the first place.
お前は
I thought
タ
you
イターの
didn't
言う
believe
こ
what
と
Titter
は
had to
信じて
say.
いないのではなかったのか。
可能性の話
We're
をしてい
talking
る。
hypothetically.
タイターはこ
Titter
の際
doesn't
どうで
matter
もい
right
い。
now.
コペンハーゲン解釈なら
If
あら
it's
ゆ
the
る状態が
Copenhagen
波動関数と
interpretation,
して
then every
空間に
possible
広がってい
state
ることにな
propagates
る。
through space as a
そして
wave function.
観測者
When
が
a
観
particular
測した
state
瞬
is
間、
observed, the
ど
remaining
ちらか
states
に状
collapse
態
and
が
that
収
state is
束する。
fixed. Oh boy, more than one tip at one thingy. Wave function. In quantum theory, a function representing a quantum state. Scientists are not sure if wave functions represent reality or a convenient mathematical abstraction to describe what goes on in quantum physics. Fair. The Copenhagen interpretation, a well-known approach to Schrödinger's cat thought experiment. In this interpretation, before the box is opened, the cat exists as a combination of two wave functions, one that is alive and one that is dead. The instant the box is opened and the cat is observed, the wave function collapses to either condition. If the cat is alive upon opening the box, the wave function collapses to become a live cat. Conversely, if the cat is dead, the wave function collapses to become dead cat. Another quantum approach to this experiment is the many worlds interpretation. In this case, the observer who found the cat alive and the observer who found the cat dead exist in two separate universes that diverge the moment the box is opened. The Copenhagen interpretation is currently the dominant theory. I see. But precise observation is impossible.
観測者は誰か
The problem is who the observer is in this case.
第三者じゃねえ
Wouldn't it be a
僕
third
とか
party?
眉しとか
Like me or Mayushi? Thoughts?
そうとは限らない
Not necessarily. It
観
might
測
be
者は
me.
俺かもしれない
It
し
might be someone else.
それ以
It
外
could
の
even
誰
be
かかもしれない
God.
し神かもしれない
To begin with, the Copenhagen interpretation and the many worlds interpretation are both microscale theories used to explain quantum interactions. You see, it's easy. There is no correct present, only possible outcomes based on a number of random events. Yeah. I mean, I'm just reading what the characters are saying. I'm too tired to process shit and come up with my own thing, to be frankly honest. Did I read that? Yeah. You change one variable in the past and it changes the possible future. The butterfly effect. No one knows whether they can be applied to humans or to the world at large. But about my personal experiences with reading Steiner. If reading Steiner is the sort of power I think it is, then the world line model is correct.
結局は
In the end, we
意識は
arrive
ど
at
こ
the
にある
question of
と
where
いう
is the
問題に
self?
行き着く
Basically, life's complicated and it's better to live in the moment. Yup. But they're doing the wibbly wobbly time travel wavelies, so at least they're gonna attempt to.
このタイムリープマシンが
This
転送
time
す
loop
る
machine
のは
only sends
あくまで
memories.
記
That
憶だ
I
け
guarantee.
それは間違いない
転送された時点で今も再構成されるんじゃね
Because of all the things that had to go right to get you where you're right now is amazing. Yep. Facts. Will the present be reconstructed at the moment of transfer? True.
オカリンはリーディング
That's
シ
what
ュタイナ
happens
ー
with the
でそれと同じような
Ocarina
現象に
reading
遭
Steiner,
遇
right?
したわけっしょ
D メールの場合はそれで
That
納
makes
得で
sense
きた
where D-mails are concerned.
あれ
When
は
we send a D-mail, we
過去
obviously
にメールで
interfering
干
in
渉
past
する行
events.
為だというのがしかしタイムリープは
But time leaping is
自
different.
分の記
All you
憶
do
を
is
過去
send
に
your
送り込む
memories to
行
the
為
past,
に
which
干
isn't
渉
the
する
same
かし
thing
ない
as
かを
sending a
明確にして
targeted
いる
email.
未来の記憶を思い出した
Whether
1
the
時
Miko
間前
suddenly
の俺が
remembers 1 hour into the
因果に
future
干
will,
渉す
in
るのか
fact,
しないのかは
change the past is something
その
we
状
can't
況
know
になってみ
until
な
it
ければわからない
happens.
はず
頭がこんが
I'm
らがっ
getting
てき
confused. Fair.
たなんかもう宗
It
教の
sounds like
分
we're
野じゃ
talking
ね
about the soul.
魂
Isn't
は
that a
どこに
religious
あるかって
question?
話しよ
待って
Wait, you guys are misunderstanding something.
人格と意識
1
は
hour isn't
1
enough
時
time
間
for
前
your
の岡部も
personality to
今
change.
の岡部も
You should be the
何
same
も
person
変わら
1
ない
hour ago that you are now.
1時間分の
The
記憶
only
を持っ
difference
てい
is
るか
that
い
you'll
ない
have
か
an extra hour's worth
違
of
いはそれだけよ
memories.
そうなのか
How can you be
本当に
sure?
絶対とは言い切れないけ
Well,
ど
they can't.
何しろ
Nobody's tried it
誰も
before.
試したことはないんだから
The discussion's going nowhere. Personality and consciousness can't be strictly defined, so it's hard to imagine what might happen.
結局
So,
どっち
which is it?
だから
We don't
わからな
know.
いの
We can't argue the theories
こ
all
こで
we
どれだけ
want.
うだうだ議論
We
したって
can, rather.
全ては
But at the
予
end, we
測
can
止ま
only
りなんだから
guess.
この実験は
This experiment may
人類
end
の
up
これまでの
shattering
既成概念を
conceptions scientists
崩壊
and
させるものに
philosophers
な
have
るかも
held for centuries. We won't know until we try. That pretty much sums it up. To make matters worse, the subject must be prepared to risk damage to their psyche. Kurisu, Daru, and I say no more. We can't solve this problem. This is our limit as scientists. But haven't we accomplished enough already? The time leap machine itself is worthy of a Nobel Prize. We could sell this technology for billions if we so chose, rather. And if you go public with a time leap machine, we can break CERN's monopoly on time travel technology. That's enough. It has to be. Hey. Mayuri, who has been observing the discussion with glassy eyes, opens her mouth to speak. I have an idea. Why don't we make a banana time leap instead? Oh, sweet, 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 sweet Mayushi.
マユリったら
Oh, Mayuri.
バナナには人間
Bananas
み
don't
たい
have
に脳は
brains
ないで
like
しょ。
people do. Oh, you need a brain, huh?
それじゃあダメだね。
Mayuri never changes. The atmosphere in the room gets a little more relaxed.
実験は
Let's not experiment.
タイムリープマシンは
We'll entrust the time leap machine to a suitable research institution. Then we'll announce it to the world.
世間に公
Thanks to
表
the
する
lightning of the moon, I can finally say what was on my mind. Neither Kurisu nor Daru objects. Okay, scene change. I'm gonna save, and we're gonna end on that note. Yay. We're ending on that note. That's kind of funny. We're stopping on a similar where it started. Man, 26 hours already into the game. Fuck, dude. But yeah, we're done for now. That's enough Steins Gate. I'm really fucking tired, dude. It's fucking midnight, right on the dot, just on time. Oh god. Okay. Well, I plan to raid Daifuku because yes, as soon as my browser cooperates, anyways. Cooperate, web browser. Okay, the web browser has cooperated. Now we can raid the wonderful Daifuku, who is also playing a visual novel thingy. He is playing, what's it called? Opus Echo of Star Song, which is apparently also sci-fi. Nice. Sticking with the theme unintentionally. But yes, we're raiding the wonderful Daifuku. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And I will catch y'all next time. Tomorrow we'll be playing Smash Ultimate. Fuck yeah. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye. Good night.
Let's head over there.